number one. Kevo Reborn going up 1-0 over Phoenix.
Yeah, Kevo had a really good time really recognizing when Phoenix wanted to go for buttons that weren't really fast enough to check him guaranteed. So, like, for instance, he would do down one into forward 4-2 a lot, and he was interrupting him, like, several different times before the forward 4 even came out, or also recognizing when the cancels were coming out from the teleports, just overall knowing exactly what was going to be happening. But, again, we see some pressure started from Phoenix, and that's really where he shines. Once he gets to start all of this, nice block on the overhead. Oh, no, punish from the duck throw!
Converting into so much damage here, trying to fill those requirements. I guess he was going for an Oki setup there, specifically maybe trying to bait out Phoenix or maybe catch him off guard as he went down right next to him. Giving him the mid, faking it out with the breaths. You gotta listen for them if you ask a few people. What a wake-up button input here from Phoenix. And that's going to be a punishable string, but Kevo doesn't commit.
Yeah, I know. We've seen quite a few missed punishes in general from Kevo, which is pretty odd because he does have a lot of knowledge. He's still making it work, though. Oh, that's going to connect, and he's going to convert into the fatal blow. Guarantee himself that win. I mean, he has such low life that you can't risk anything that just definitely take what you can.
And I love that hit confirm here from Phoenix, seeing that the low connected, hitting the overhead afterwards, and then just canceling right into that fatal blow.
Oh, look at this. The pace of action is super different now. Playing station. That's very, very risky against Jack. She can dash punch that in pretty much maximum range, which of course also is exactly where she wants to dash punch you from for that crushing blow.
I love that little fake out here, and what a confirm. Had one more bar of offensive heater. He was able to go in. Not sure how that tricked him there.
Yeah, so I've seen him do that setup several times. I don't actually know what it's trying to bait, but people get really confused and they press the wrong button after he does it. That's like mainly what I've seen happen, and it worked pretty well right there. You only got a down jab. Now he's in the defensive though, in the corner against first round KO Jackie. Bad time.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, people expect the animation to last longer than it actually does before they can start swinging right after it. Good mid, and Kevo Reborn showing him a hit confirm of his own. This should be enough to seal the deal as it's pretty easily over 30%. We're going up closer to 40, 37% against the Scorpion. Kevo Reborn taking this round number 2.
Yeah, most of these players just guaranteeing themselves to close out the round, but that means that it's a match point now for Kevo. Oh, gets blocked. Nice tech, and nice tech again! Come on! Somebody's got to guess wrong at some point!
I don't know, man. These guys are pros. These guys are very talented players, knowing the ins and outs, knowing the tendencies that people usually go for. Poking back here is Kevo Reborn. As soon as he's done blocking that down one, ready to assault, ready to start his offense. Continue this incredible corner combo here, killing those requirements again. I think he still has some back toss, but I don't even think we're gonna get there.
Oh no, it should have been it. Oh, and here, this has to be 100% offense. It needs to be Oki into Oki into Oki. Oh.
I was gonna say escape failed. Maybe he went for the forward throw, and Kevo Reborn all over it and all over Scorpion with some mids. Unfortunately, Phoenix is gonna be going down. No longer anywhere else for him to go. This is the double elimination tournament, the second set he lost of the entire event. So, Phoenix out of the tournament. My heart goes out to you.
Yeah. I mean, it was a great performance. Really represented Arizona, who hasn't had too much representation for a while. I mean, they've got like Flappy Sammy, but he doesn't really get to come out to too much. And aside from that, I mean, not a lot of people have been placing from Arizona in general. We used to see a lot more.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm glad to see them back on the map again a little bit. But I have to say, that was such a smart play just from the very beginning from Kevo. Because you look at Phoenix's playstyle, right? And you say, well, he's wild, right? He's really good at mixing you up. He's really good at flustering you. But how do you stop that? You don't let him get anything started. And Jackie is that like oppressive, just completely put out your fire, which is a pretty good, analogy for Scorpion, right? Stop you from literally doing anything. Like you're blocked, bro. You got to deal with my stuff right now. Yeah. And he knew that, and I think that's why he picked Jackie instead of, like, for instance, Sonya or he. I mean, he plays Scorpion himself, so he knows the weaknesses. And I think that was really smart from him.
Yeah, he knows, where, Scorpion is plus, where he's negative, and, what things are going to be guaranteed, especially when you have a character like Jackie with a very strong, fast mid. Kevo knows exactly what to hit. As soon as he's done blocking a specific thing, it's his turn to swing. And from there, you kind of manipulate the situation by going into those cancels. A lot of the strings where you think it is coming, and it's so hard to pay attention, and you're just constantly worried about it while you're blocking. When's the cancel coming? Is he going to throw? Is he going to go loop it into another one? So very, very tough. So yeah, definitely a good pick from Kevo Reborn, still in it here. And again, you guys can follow the bracket along at home easily. All you got to do is go to smash.gg, look for DreamHack Montreal, then look for Mortal Kombat 11. You can see how this top 16 is looking, who's going to be making it where, and you're going to be seeing what matches are on stream. But spoiler, it's going to be every single match. Every single match is going to be streamed. I'm not sure if we actually got to announce that yet.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's incredible. I mean, I love seeing it, especially when you watch the bigger tournaments. You see a lot of the lower bracket matches not get streamed, and I think that's why we're starting here with the lower bracket matches. Switch from the winners to the lower ones.
Right, so we're going to go right from one to the other. But just to look back, it looks like Dizzy. So he's going to be playing the loser of Foxy and Ninja Killer. So it could be Foxy against Dizzy.
Oh, it could be.
Oh, that'd be rough. I mean, I want to say early, but not that early, right? And then Kevo is going to be playing the loser of Dragon and Scar, so that's a tough one. Of course, Kevo and Scar, they have their whole thing together, so that could be also kind of a team kill, right? And then now we're going to see and they're going to play the loser. I wonder if this is going to play the loser of Hayate and Gun Show. But of course, this is two fan favorites, like I was saying earlier. And it's really nice to see Honeybee up here. Definitely hasn't been able to find as much success this game as he has in previous games, but they did, in fact, change Noob. They gave Seeing Double some buffs, and so we're seeing him use a lot more Seeing Double.
Yeah, Seeing Double is going to have a little bit more damage mid-screen, a little bit more, I want to say a little more threats or options with his threats, with his down pokes. He can just let the poke rock, or he can cancel the poke into a slide, or amplify that slide. So you really got to kind of concentrate and try to anticipate which specific option he's going for.
Right. On top of that, he can make some of the different strings that he has pretty unsafe. A lot safer, so you can check with his 9-frame mid, which people don't really talk about the fact he's got 9-frame mid because it's so unsafe in his other variation. But now he's got a very safe option off of it. Now we're gonna see if he gets a chance to use it, or if he's just gonna get mixed up over and over and over, as is the Garrus way.
Yes, definitely the Garrus way, especially with those throws, so dominating because of the advantage that Garrus has afterwards. He's able to just kind of keep looping them, whether it's forward or back. And a lot of characters in this game do not have the privilege to have that Oki set up on both throws.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure almost nobody does except for Garrus. I think there's maybe one more character, Jax maybe, but yeah, it's a privilege for sure.
Again, look at how close Garrus is after the animation of the throw, and that's really what you got to pay attention to and understand when you're fighting against this character, is how devastating those throws can be.
Wow, great instant jump one to air right there, and Gurr with a very dominating first round. Honeybee's got to create some space. He doesn't want to just get thrown over and over, and look how smart this has been. It's been down one checks after every single down one, because Slide can still get interrupted by Garrus' down one.
Yeah, Slide is the safe option, so it's not going to be very, very fast. Not sure what Honeybee's got to do. Possibly just has to hold that in respect and anticipate that down one with a green light his turn to poke right back.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of down one checks from both sides here. Very pokey matchup, especially once these double buffs have came out. And there's down 4 in a slide.
Yeah, he just didn't expect it. He was able to block it. And it definitely doesn't combo, even after you hit with down 4. So you can always block it in that situation. But Gurr just was ready to go on offense, and that was just not the right call. Following him there with a back roll. I would say one of the weaker wake-up options in this game, but it does have some of its uses. Gurr taking this first game over Honeybee.
Yeah, back roll, back roll can be really good, especially if there's a lot of people that sit there in front of you and they wait to see, did they wake up, did they forward roll? Because you can react to all of those, right? If you sit right outside their range, you can throw the forward roll in reaction or just punish it normally. You can punish wake-ups, but back roll will get them out of their kind of reactable range. However, Garrus is one of the few characters where if you just do meaty forward 2-on-2 on their wake-up, it's going to catch the back roll, it's going to catch you just doing nothing. So he gets to cover all of his options in pretty much 2 different ways.
It's almost like fate.
Yeah.
This string perfectly stops everybody's back roll. Wow, great.
And pretty much does everything else that you want as Garrus. A solid amount of damage from that slide. It's so hard to explain why this variation is so good now. When you look at the slide by itself, you're like, okay, it just does a little bit more damage and it's safer, but he just plays the game so well now. Plays the MK system.
Yeah, it definitely does play the system right, and I think it was a great change to this variation because you see all the noob Cybot players maybe not completely switching, but definitely exploring that. What a punish from Gur from downtown, hitting him with that sand trap, and oh, it hurts.
Oh, and big breakaway, but he's gonna pick him back up again. That means no defensive meter. You know he's sitting there. You know all he can do is yes, and hits him with the meaty afterwards. This should be enough. Just catch out here. Yeah, no need to set anything up. Oh no, another big drop!
Absolutely crucial, but okay. Gur getting the bearings back on his side and able to pick this up, not drop it too crucially here, because that could have spelled a disastrous moment for Gur.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen some really uncharacteristic drops so far that said, oh, and he did set up the throw crushing blow. So that's already a huge amount of damage, and he needs it because this is match point for Gur. All right, slide, amplify. It's a lot more damage than you could get before, which is nice. Or sorry, I guess you could say any other variation. It's still around.
Still
never
around.
see it.
Never see it. It's a way cooler name.
Okay.
And with the slide, what an anti-air. Honeybee, one of the best at using that normal from Noob Cybot to stop any advancement of trying to jump in, trying to find the easy way to start your pressure. Body splash.
Oh, okay, so honestly, we have seen that mix. Oh, he set up the crushing blow. That's one of the big like advantages that he got in that last patch. I mean, you can't really necessarily call it a buff, but it's a new thing that he can do. And still, Honeybee manages to close it out, so that means the crushing blow is off the table for the rest of the game. And that's very good for Honeybee because it's still match point Gur.
I love that throw choice here from Gur. And great throw by Honeybee, backing off when Gur thought, okay, let me hold on to the block button. Instead, the poking war, like you said before, the down ones, the down threes. Honeybee anti-air with these normals. What an maniac. What a great player here.
Oh, wow, just hits the dash-up throw, and that's going to give super good corner positioning. Okay, techs the throw. Those throws have been what's really started all for Gur this set. Wow, hits the low for whatever reason.
Conversion here, forced to use the breakaway. Honeybee did not want to go for a ride, and then down to crushing blow.
Oh, and there's no defensive bar. This is going to hurt so bad. Can you spin more? Okay. Oh, interesting choice there. I think he thought he was a little bit in the corner for the crushing blow, but still, this is one hit away now. Oh!
The entire.
That was so good, but he gets hit by the force. Oh no! He avoided the chip, but he still gets clipped at the end. That was unbelievable. He actually flawless blocked the big hand. And I mean, that was like a bunch of really good plays and a bunch of dropped opportunities. And I mean, you can see right now that Gur is actually not very happy, even though he did win 2-0, because he dropped a lot of guaranteed win situations. There were, I mean, he could have won considerably earlier. Both games actually too. He had the kill, he dropped it, and then he managed to pick it back up, but that's still not the spot that you want to be in when you're in the top 16 of a tournament like this. Right?
No, definitely not, especially considering that the competition is really gonna get tougher from here. And again, like we talked about before, Honeybee, that player that kind of isn't really getting the lead that a lot of people are expecting. So I think Gur, looked at his path from today, and he says, you know what, I think I got a good one. Gur definitely the favorite to win in that matchup, if you ask almost anyone.
Yeah.
And just like that, just kind of he almost let it slip through his fingers. So Gur needs to do a little bit of soul searching. There is going to be a lot of time between now and Gur's next match. So my advice to him would be to kind of get those things down, get those jitters out of your body, because that was not, the potential that Gur could be playing.
Right. I mean, it's really early for these guys. It's only like noon, right? I mean, nobody here is going to be awake at noon, right? I mean, it's early for me. It's early for me,
That's
okay?
Right. You're on the West Coast time.
No, I just mean in general. Like noon at home, it's still early for me, right? I don't want to be up by then. If I'm up by noon, it's a bad day. But no, jokes aside, a lot of players did just get here. I mean, a lot of people have been really enjoying Montreal, for sure.
Sure. I mean, beautiful city.
Yeah, I had a great time last night. Just going out and eating and stuff, but a lot of these players did too.
Shouts to the North Star, an incredible pinball bar.
Oh,
It was so much fun. Great choice of machines here in Montreal. So big shout out to the North Star.
Yeah, for those of you out there who don't know, Arma's a huge pinball. I said that in the nicest way possible, but
Pinball enthusiast. But that's okay. No, and Coach Steve and Rewind gonna be facing off here in this top 16. Like we said before, this is gonna be in the lower bracket, the part of the bracket that a lot of people would not expect Rewind to be in this early in the tournament, especially considering his most recent victory at the last tour stop just 1 week ago at Celtic Throwdown.
yeah, and this is actually a matchup, I think, where we could potentially see an upset. Now, this is definitely still overall, like, if I had to, like, put, like, a percentage on it, I would still say, like, at least 70%. Right? Rewind is a super killer, one of the best in the world for many, many years. But Coach Steve, so good at so many games. Like I said, he's really found his place in this game. He's on fire, and he's just getting better and better every single time. I think that this could be an upset to watch. Maybe.
I'm proud to be one of the few.
I think if anyone can do it, it's definitely Coach Steve, and he's got one of the toughest opponents right in front of him.
Ooh.
Starting off strong here, checking him with that down 3 right into the tick throw. And I feel like that's very unlike Coach Steve, and that's why he went for that out the gate to kind of keep Rewind guessing. Because what you guys have to keep in mind is these players meticulously watch each other to see habits, tendencies, what they like to do, and what they like to set up.
Right, and everybody's going to be watching all these matches here in the top 16, but that was a huge dropped combo, a weirdly angled anti-air combo that ended up getting punished super hard. Look at all these 1-2s whipping too, but not being taken advantage of very well by Steve. Going for the crushing blow early. I think it's just because Rewind wants to take this momentum that he needs to take it back, right?
Yeah, definitely needs to take it back. And it's so hard to kind of challenge those highs, those 1-2s, even though they are both highs. Exactly when you think the 1-2 is coming, that's when that mid is coming your way to wreck your day.
Here we go, great corner positioning. Oh, that was such a good conversion. Gets broken away, but this is a good amount of damage. Just one mix-up away. Oh, and just meaty back 1. That's all you need. The second 9-frame mid.
So great. Not as mid as the forward 4, but just as useful in those situations, especially considering that, you know, it kind of looks like he's going for a throw at the beginning of the animation. And again,
there we
Coach
go.
Steve going for the leg break because he already knows the mind game is already in place where Rewind is trying to fight against the crushing requirement. So now he can set up the arm bar if Rewind thinks he's going to go for the leg break next time.
Right, it's all conditioning as per pretty much everything else here. Nice conversion. It's going to be a lot of damage. No defensive bar from Rewind, or only one. Not enough to break away.
I love the throw back in the corner. Spatial awareness. You got to be aware of everything in your environment.
This is
Beautiful
huge.
stage.
Full combos in a row without any defensive bar at all for Rewind to get out of it. He lost so much of his life with those 2 openings.
We talk about that decision from Rewind to go for the flying kick for the side switch. As soon as he recognized the breakaway or anticipated it, he said, I want to buy myself a little bit more real estate because I don't want to be in the corner when Jockey is just knocking on that door to defense. And Coach Steve taking this round 2, showing he's got what it takes to hang with the Celtic Throwdown champion.
Yeah, he's right up there with the best, and it's so great to see Jackie when Jackie became a lot less popular maybe after CEO or around some of the changes, but we're still seeing some great play from multiple players today. Still losing corner positioning, but you got to get out of the pressure. Oh, and that's not a good way to get out of pressure. Not by getting hit.
Oh, no, especially not when that crushing blow is ready to go. Rewind cashing in big here. Now Coach Steve definitely down to 1 throw away. So is that the option he's looking for?
Oh, managed to survive, but there's almost no way, yeah. Once you use that defensive bar, getting out of a meaty situation like that in the chip is nearly impossible. And wow, what a 3rd round for me. I mean, that was looking very close into just Rewind ran away with it from the court.
Yeah, it all went downhill after that crushing blow, and Coach Steve down to very limited options, very little wiggle room here. And of course, the score is 1-0 in Rewind's favor here. What Meister kicks here, jumping over the other side, and Coach Steve ready to fight back with those buttons to stop Rewind dead in his tracks.
Oh, gets all 3 of the knees for optimal damage. Not easy to do. He's gonna get another opening. Nice, goes for the meatless opening, drops it, gets a little bit of pressure. Oh no! Great flawless block, but that he moves just hit too fast too many times in a row.
Yeah, I don't know if Coach Steve was looking for an up 2, but up 2 has no invulnerability even when activated from the flawless blocks. In some situations, far and few between, you gotta go for the up 3 and just take the momentum and pick up the combo.
Those spots. Now look at this, everything's turning around. Gotta get right here. All right, pressure time for Jackie. No, gets clipped again by what other than forward 4. And now it's match point for Rewind.
It's an incredible mid, a great mid to kind of take the turn back, making, you know, your decision to double dip sometimes and to swing not on your turn so much more deadly. Rewind looking strong, Coach Steve in a world of hurt, in a bad position here. The cancel from Rewind, and Coach Steve finally challenging there with the down one to get over those eyes, but it's just so scary because those could have easily been mids to blow that option right up.
Of course, we saw that cancel a little bit earlier. That's not real anymore. That was one of the changes to the patch. But, all right, this is looking even-ish again. They're even back to mid-screen.
The armbar, he can set up the crushing blow here, but this is again scary. Is Rewind gonna anticipate the leg break afterwards, or is he just gonna keep teching?
Oh no! Again, going for the flawless block and up 2, but forward 4 is the god. You can't stop forward 4.
And the other mindset to keep in mind here is because Rewind knows how dangerous it is to throw Jackie, he might not even go for it at all. Coach Steve with a combo of his own. He does have access to Fatal Blow.
He ducked standing 1 out of 1-2, stood up and jabbed before the second hit of 1-2. That was so good.
Coach Steve not done yet, not down at all, not ready to give up. He's ready to go into this final round situation. This is do or die for Coach Steve because this is the lower bracket. If he loses this set, he is out of the tournament.
And we did see how well Rewind was able to play out of the corner last time. And look, he's going for a very similar set of strings. Throw is going to go back to mid-screen, but, I mean, that's honestly okay for Lou. I think you'd rather go back to the mid-screen if you had to choose either corner or mid-screen with Lou. Oh, and he had the second crushing blow throw set up. That is, I think, 2 in one game.
Definitely there. Yeah, Liu Kang, one of the few characters that does have it in both directions here. And Coach Steve, I think he just wasn't sure that Rewind was going to take that risk for the throw because a throw is always a huge risk in Mortal Kombat 11. Does he have the crushing blow requirement? No, not yet. Going for the forward throw is Coach Steve. Keeping Rewind here in the corner, trying to bully him. He does have the slight life lead. Both players have already utilized their Fatal Blow, so that's not going to come into play at all in this final round. The mid, and Rewind just decides to block, doesn't want to go back, but now finds his way to go forward, 4-3. And Coach Steve with the interrupt. Is this going to be enough?
It should be. No, he drops the combo and an opening from Steve. That's going to be crushing blow, and that's going to be it. Down 2. Oh, no, it's not enough. Oh, and the wake-up jab.
The wake-up jab from Coach Steve, and look at that stone face just saying, yes, I've got it under control. And of course, guys, if you want to demonstrate the dominance over your opponent, my advice to you is to make them watch this fatality anytime you can. That is the first game for Coach Steve, now tying it up 1-1. Now, how's he gonna feel?
Well, I mean, he's feeling pressure, I'll tell you that much. He almost lost that entire thing from that wake-up roll, in the drop combo, wake-up roll into the crushing blow from behind. I really thought the down 2 was going to be enough. I'm super surprised it wasn't. That must scale a lot harder than I thought it does, but maybe it's just the rest of Liu Kang's damage is so high. But here we go, 1-1, and nice, goes for the tag. What was.
I wish there was a tell to see which one he did go for. Now it's game 2. The next throw, if it is successful, Rewind is going to lead into a 30-point blow.
Oh, no gets clipped, expected to stagger.
It hurts. It hurts.
Oh, yeah.
The forward throw. Now Coach Steve needs to keep that in mind. If he falls into that situation again, Rewind most likely would be going for the back throw to utilize that easy crushing blow.
Oh, interesting. He went for not only the back throw, but he went for the unbreakable combo that was going to take less damage. I think he realized that this one was kind of a wash, and he wanted to set up for an explosive either, round 2 or round 3. So it's a really interesting strategy here, kind of accepting that you just got to set up your resources for later.
Yeah, I know, definitely, especially with things like, they take so long to cool down and be available again. Oh, he doesn't come into the whole thing, but it's okay. Coach Steve taking control, taking the momentum, pushing Rewind a little bit closer to the corner. And I think a lot of the requirements for that elbow drop have been met, but let's see how Coach Steve applies it here, especially after that grease kick. Great recognition of the breakaway from Coach Steve. Gonna pop him up, not gonna go. Oh, hold on, we're going right into the clinch.
All right, just gets the normal knockdown, saving the crushing blow for next round. That's going to be Oki. Might see the side switch. No, just goes for the meaty, and we are on match point for both players. I don't know if anybody expected it to be this close, but we do have crushing blow set up for a lot of options from Jackie. If this ends up with a crushing blow, I'm going to say that first round was genius by Steve. But it might not get to be that way. I mean, Rewind, okay, great. He set up another, crushing blow throw. You got to be so scared.
So now Coach Steve has to be teching the what with the back throw in mind, because that's going to lead into a crushing blow if Rewind does connect it here. Meeting him with that incredible mid, the forward 4-3, those kicks from Kiki Longstocking.
Look at those flawless blocks on the projectiles. Oh no, and is this the crushing blow? No, he already used that one.
Yeah, he already used that one, so I think Rewind is playing to the fear here.
Yeah, we saw the escape fail, so he did assume it was going to be the crushing blow throw. He's like, I'll take this one, and here we go, going right into it.
He doesn't
no
have
defensive bar. Oh, look at the damage.
Somebody help. I heard this was normalized. Somebody help.
He's in fatal blow, and that's it. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if it's it. I think it's it.
I think that's it.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
I think that's it. This is a big dragon, and this is going to be a big punch right to the gut here.
Without a doubt, that is enough. And gets caught with just a singular hit. Unfortunate. That combo did so much damage, but it was just enough to put Rewind into fatal blow range, and Rewind realized that, and he was like, you know what? This is the moment. I'm checking, I'm fishing, and if I get that one hit, I win.
It's it, and it was a hit confirmed there from Rewind. We saw him just go right in that fatal blow, so much damage. But what really was the defining play from that last game, I believe, was Rewind. You know, he had the fail tech set up. You know, he already used the crushing blow on the forward throw, and played to Coach Steve's fear of the back throw crushing blow. So instead of going for the back throw, which is what Coach Steve teched with either 1 or 3, Rewind decides, let me just take the guaranteed damage here, because a smart player like Coach Steve knows the risk reward that if I go for the back throw, go for 30, I hit him for 31%, and if I go for the forward throw, I only get that 14%. So, you know, which option are you going to be teching towards? You're going to be teching towards the option that does a lot more damage. But it's just all about being one step ahead of your opponent.
Yeah, and that normally too, you want, it's a better situation for Liu Kang if he's got the crushing blow already used on the back throw and doesn't have it on the forward throw, because then you mix up between back throw, which is going to give you good Oki, and forward throw, which is going to give you infinite damage. But because he was playing in that matchup, one of the rare matchups where there's no real check from far away, no zoning options from Jackie, he can say, yeah, forward throw means that you got to get back in on my zoning, which Steve did very well, 2 flawless walks. But regardless, that was a much better situation in that matchup than you would have seen it in a lot of other matchups. Very smart from Rewind.
One decision. I mean, to think that decision could have been, you know, the defining moment there, because that was really the demise. I mean, if Coach was just like one step ahead of Rewind, you know, he thinks I'm going to tech anyway because I'm scared of 31, so I'm going to tech this way to try to avoid 14. But of course, that could obviously blow up in your face. So unfortunately, Coach Steve is going to be out of this tournament for all you Coach Steve fans out there. But he had an incredible showing, making it here to the finals day. And up next, we are going to be moving on to the upper bracket. And it's going to be Sonic Fox versus Deoxys.
This is going to go down to play against Rewind, as we just saw. Oh, come on. Get out of here. Why's he not wearing it?
I don't know. I think he needs full attention. He needs his full vision to home in and make sure that he can take out anything Deoxys throws at him. Now, I believe the last time these players have met was at in the top 8, I believe. I think both players had the first round of the lower bracket. Sonic Fox being out of the lower bracket at that event.
Oh, yeah. This is a very gross skin, by the way. Last time Fox was on stream, also got a very gross skin. I don't know. Fox is just magical at I don't know, somehow rolling the gross skins. I really like the one that looks like a Gundam, like it has armor on it. The Deborah skin. But we haven't seen those yet. It's always been these grosser ones. Although I guess less than anyway. Okay. I almost thought it was a button check because they both started with down posts.
Yeah, they both did start with down posts.
What is this? What is this match so far? It's like down 1, sweep, down 1, down 4, down 3, down 1, down 4, down 3. It's like, yo, y'all have other buttons. Come on. All right, now we're starting to see some pressure starting.
They're Throwing out that bug and a great sweep there from Sonic Fox.
And back throw. Gonna go back to mid-screen. No from any throws from forward. That's the best you can do is kind of check the forward two with a dash. But you don't really get anything off of it, especially if they jump away or back dash. Nice. No D-stiffness as far, so you can get the full setup and Fox taking full advantage of it. Down one. I'm assuming that down one was probably going to be canceled into the stabs, which was pretty much guaranteed chips.
Yeah, but you know, Sonic Fox going with that overhead afterwards, taking advantage there. That down two from Sonic Fox. Gonna force that breakaway from Deoxys.
Yeah, we actually saw an attempted, I think, bait on the breakaway right there, but Fox did a little bit more.
Time here, oh my God, he's got the skull gear on. That looks incredible. The body splash. I'm sorry, guys, I'm fanning over this gear. Look at it as the gauntlet is charged up a little too late, and the throw punish from Sonic Fox. Deoxys finding himself a little bit closer to the corner as Sonic Fox wants to home in. Beautiful set play here with the bug amplified, making 3 more little bugs come out, and Devora is just absolutely disgusting. What a punish here from Deoxys. Gonna be cashing in with that down 4, and so much damage thanks to those down 2s.
Yeah. More than enough damage, easily, and a great for Deoxys. Now, you really want the corner edge to more. That's where a lot of her mix-ups are the most terrifying. A lot of this, you can actually just walk back. All right, so this is going to get hit. Yeah.
Yeah, canceling the throw animation. Beautifully done there by Sonic Fox. As they anticipated that would be a great way to get them out of there.
Great bait on that. Yeah, that's the high follow-up right there. I don't really know why you would use the high follow-up there instead of the overhead, which would of course caught Deoxys in that situation. Oh, nice dagger right there. So the option there was that it was going to be 1-2-1, which was going to be plus, or 1-2 in the throw, which is obviously what we still have.
What a body splash from Deoxys, looking for the reset, and Sonic Fox with the incredible block of the fuzzy manner there.
Oh, okay. So I gotta say, something's wrong with buttons. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, we saw a tweet from Fox saying that they've been in the top, or I was about to say the top 2. That doesn't make any sense. The grand finals. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't make sense. It literally means the same thing, okay? Yeah. But yeah, they've been grand finals for every single Mortal Kombat Mortal Kombat. Whoa, wrong game. Mortal Kombat 11 tournament entered.
What year is this?
Yes, I don't know. I really don't remember what year it is. Maybe went back in time with Garrett's abilities, but this could be the first time to not see Fox in grand finals. Potentially, if Deoxys can continue through with this, of course, you know, this is the winner's bracket. Charge it up with the Skull Fist.
Come on, how cool is that Skull Fist? And Sonic Fox decided to take their turn back. Instead, finding themselves in a really big world of hurt here. Deoxys running away with this. The forward throw to keep the spatial awareness on point here. A big knee, and this was down 1 trade.
That's going to be safe. Nice. And escape failed. It's of course not going to set anything up, but it just does mean that there was an attempted tech, which does show a lot into the mind of people. And throw backwards? No, that's
a forward throw.
Yeah.
It's just one of those weird throws that looks like the start of a back throw, but it's just like, oh no, I'm going back in time, and I actually want to throw you forward.
The forward throws don't worry. It's like he immediately runs forward with them, but like, it's always hard for me to tell until like, I don't know, a second into the throw. Oh, that's it! Look at this damage! Look at this damage!
He's going to jump in and
he
get
has
the
to break away.
combo.
But this is still going to be so much. No breakaway! How are you going to let that rock? Okay, it actually wasn't that much damage, but gets hit with the setup.
You know, when you see an opponent opt to not use their breakaway, you gotta wonder, okay, they're not using their breakaway because they want to either wake up or forward roll. And right there out the gate, Deoxys wanted to get out of the corner and hopefully get Sonic Fox on some whiff buttons.
Oh, but whiff buttons of Deoxys' own, and that is that enough? I don't know. No,
little hit. Usually a lot of animations in this game have a little hit here. And just like that says, you know what? This round is a loss. Let me try to charge up that gauntlet, because when that gauntlet that has a really awesome skull on it, when it's fully charged, those down 2s are going to be doing a lot more damage. And I think Deoxys says that is worth it to try to make this comeback. Oh, the crushing blow again from Sonic Fox.
Nice, yeah. Punish only crushing blow, which means that was a true punish on the roll. And this damage is adding up very, very quickly. Of course, it's still only like 3 combos away from Garrett's win. So Devora has to keep working hard on this. Keeping it safe. Oh, still a reversal throw. But there is no more down 2 crushing blow, so that's off the table.
Oh, the escape failed. Sonic Fox thought it was going to be a forward throw, and Deoxys not going for the throw on the 3rd attempt, but instead trying to meet him with buttons. Sonic Fox jumping in here.
Oh, this is set up. This is so much damage.
It hurts.
And
it hurts.
Deoxys has Fatal Blow on board. I don't know if he's going to use it now. It's going to be really scaled if he does. Oh, goes for the crushing blow with the fist.
48% from Deoxys. This is down to nothing. The down 1 from Sonic Fox. The plug is in play here, blocking the bugs, and Sonic Fox going for the regular throw here. And what an answer. A lot of people in that situation, and you gotta love Sonic Fox for deciding to use the fatal blow here at the end just to force Deoxys to watch this animation. Deoxys is not liking that at all, but really what it comes down to is the decision they made. As soon as Devora has those bugs right in front of you, a lot of people are like, okay, is Devora going to go for the low or is Devora going to go for the overhead? And Sonic Fox just said, no, I'm going for a throw.
Yeah, it was also the most fearless option because Fatal Blow was available, and that was the threat that Deoxys was really establishing and putting on board. He was like, I'm just going to walk back, and then if you do anything, I'm just going to Fatal Blow it. And he actually had an opportunity, but he didn't when the ground bug came out, which I'm going to figure out how to pronounce that word one day. It's like, that's the I don't know.
It must be a French bug.
Oh, it's I can barely pronounce any French words, and I can. It's still considerably easier than pronouncing whatever that bug's name is. But a really early lead here by Fox. Throwing back. A lot of back throws to try to, I guess, bait the back techs. Or forward techs, I guess.
Look at this damage here. Not only just the 2 down 2s, but Deoxys close enough to get that down poke in as fast as possible. Not the easiest thing in the world to do. Great pokes here from Sonic Fox. And now, Sonic Fox, they are just 1 round away from taking this over Deoxys.
Yeah, Deoxys is being maybe a little bit too patient on defense right here. Has like a life lead, has a good situation, but then just not really challenging too much. As you can see right here, just getting hit by a throw, getting hit by a little hit, getting hit by another little hit. There we go. Ducks the throw. This is going to be a huge cash out.
Nice little conversion here from Deoxys. He's getting a lot of damage on the board against his opponent here. But it's okay, keeps the momentum, doesn't respect anything after getting blocked, and hold on the back throw. Sonic Fox so sure that he was going to keep him in the corner, but instead getting knocked back in mid-screen.
All right, is that enough? Or I think it's not quite.
Close.
Yeah, not quite, but just needs chip here. That's going to be it. So match point, both players. Now, no crushing blows have been used pretty much on either side. And neither fatal blows have been used either. So pretty much all resources on deck.
Jumping in, and you know what? When Devora still has those crushing blows, it's really scary. And you gotta think twice. What a conversion here from Deoxys! He is looking incredible.
And that is such a good spot for Garrus. Even if you break away right there, he loses damage, but he still gets amazing Oki, and that's what we saw. But now we're seeing Deoxys getting put in the corner. Fox has the potential to just run away with things. Oh no! Oh no! What are they doing? They're playing leapfrog. And back into the corner. Easy conversion to turn things around.
Gotta question how Deoxys has the gall to jump in when Devora's crushing blow is ready to go on any anti-air. Great blocks of those mids, great range on those mids. Sonic Fox ready to just continue this onslaught. Look at this conversion, look at this set play, the overhead, gonna force the bug, force the switch dance, and Sonic Fox all over it. The back throw back to the mid-screen, chucking what's in the box.
This round has been crazy. Deoxys' fatal blow, but we saw him not try to challenge anything with it last time. That's still staying safe. What's the option? Good for the mid for the first time, and it was blocked. That's gonna be it, I believe.
This is so close. No, yeah,
it has to be. It was just jab, jab. It was just jab,
jab. This one is one of the ones that scale, but yes, this is enough. Deoxys taking it.
Deoxys knocking Fox into losers. Wow, very early on, and I mean, it's so weird to say that it's very early on, but this was the match to make it into top 8 winners. So Fox going into losers before top 8, and Deoxys with the newly, I mean, some people say nerfed Infinite Warden Garrus, right? I mean, a lot of people relatively say that, but obviously not that much, right? I mean, we all know not that much. There's things that the character gained, things the character lost, but clearly, yeah, normalizations, right? But yeah, Deoxys really showing up. So good.
So good.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
good. And you know what? It's incredible because Sonic Fox was at Celtic Throwdown, and you know they decided to just do everything, you know, at that tournament with Devora. And you gotta wonder, if you're a top player like Deoxys, you have to go into that character, dive in deep into that matchup, and figure out what can I do, when can I do it, and how can I recognize things. So the unfamiliarity is really as strong of a factor the longer you go into the tour, especially when Sonic Fox has shown all the stuff that they've had in their hands.
Yeah, yeah. So it seemed to me like Deoxys knew a lot about Devora, but was still a little bit afraid in a lot of situations. Probably just not as much play experience. And so you kind of get this situation where you're like, all right, I know what could happen here, but, and then something else hits you, and then Devora just goes like, mix up. But there were certain situations where like you could tell that Deoxys was trying to like block low and then block high and then block low again, and like just trying to get these like fuzzy-ish situations, which of course aren't totally true, but they show that he knows what he's at least looking for, and stuff like how he ducked the last hit of forward 224, which is the high, and he full combo punished it. There's definitely a lot of knowledge there, and it shows. And of course, Garrus is a character that if you just have just a good solid base of knowledge and you just punish a few times, then you win. And that's exactly what that's exactly what Deoxys' play style is. You know, cashing out or getting absolute max damage on everything, right?
Yes.
Like, yeah, it was a really great play. But so that means that we are going to have Fox and Rewind in losers match to make top 8. That's a losers match to make top 8.
How is that possible?
I don't know.
Possible?
That
That is the grand finals from just 1 week ago.
I know, and one of them is not going to make top 8. And one of them is going to make top 8 in losers. That's crazy. All right, well, we can see more of that later because we've got more players coming up, and I'm really excited for this next match because this is well, of course, we've got Hayate on one side. Basically, he's no introduction. Actually, very impressive to say that he is still playing with Aaron Black after all the normalizations, quote unquote. But on the other side, we've got Gunshow, who has been playing like a maniac. Like he came down from his last match to making top 16, and I yelled at him. I was like, "You play like a freaking psycho." We're just gonna say I said freaking, right? Whatever thing is.
We all know what word he actually said.
Yeah, and I was like, "That's a compliment," and he's like, "Yeah," and he gave me like a thumbs up.
I mean, the path that Gunshow has been going through, and again, you guys can see the entire bracket, not just from today, but also from yesterday, from the 4 pools. But Gunshow has been having to go through all the local Canadian talent. His first match was against Jur, who he went into and said, I really don't want to play Jur. He usually beats me pretty badly every time we play, to which he successfully 2-0'd him and has just been on a complete tear. As you can see here, undefeated so far in the upper bracket. Gunshow showing what Jax is capable of, showing what Jax can do.
Yeah, a character that people have been talking about a lot recently, but just to go through his path, where is Gunshow? Sure, all together. Like, those are his only matches. That's what kind of tournament this is, right? That's literally your 3 matches. That's 3 top players all in a row. And can you go for number 4? That's the question. But here we go. We are going to have on the left Hayate with Aaron Black, on the right Gunshow with Jax, and we are going to see some of this effing psycho gameplay, as I said it earlier.
Hey man,
we're getting closer to it.
It's high risk, high reward here if Jax gets those correct guesses. Again, Jax is a momentum-based character specifically because when those arms are heated up, that's when the crushing blows are going to be coming. Great hop there by Hayate to not really put himself at risk, but to just kind of nullify the chip damage altogether here. And, you know, very unusual for Hayate to not space that forward 4 boot drop outright, and Gunshow ready to just swing back.
Yeah, I mean, that was literally pixels away. But we already saw a beautiful conversion from Gunshow. Gunshow, one of the best at converting off of an anti-air forward 2s. Oh, and is that crushing blow? No, it's the back throw. All right, that's going to be safe on block. It's such a weird situation. It's command grab, but it's safe if the first hit hits. Or, I'm sorry, it's blocked. Oh, and this might be enough, essentially. Because at the end,
Because at the end, even if it wasn't enough,
right,
he would still take a little bit more dot damage from the acid drop.
Right, or he could just throw another one in front of him. This is, Aaron Black's one of the characters that can set up literal, like, checkmate scenarios, where there's just no way for you to win, even though you're not necessarily dead yet. And we do tend to see that a lot, especially from Hayate, who is truly one of the best in the world, this character, probably the best. It's hard to say anybody else could be better.
It definitely is, and Hayate, you know, kind of showing his loyalist roots here. We've seen him really never stray away from Takeda and MKX or away from Robin in Justice.
And it's so weird that this is the character that he ended up playing the most, and even post-nerfs, he's still sticking with it, still showing it's a great character. I mean, here we go, seeing top 16, you know, top 16 winners in a tournament where we have Rewind and Sonic Fox in losers bracket before top 8.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to dip down into the lower brackets to face any of them going for the fatal blow, and what a punish here from Hayate, just reaching forward, that forward 3-2. Now Gunshow on the verge of the set. This is still a race to 2 as we're not quite into the top 8 yet, where it switches over to a race to 3. Gunshow has to make this 2-0 comeback right here, right now, and what a tough opponent in front of him.
Yeah, I mean, we saw a lot of really great plays by Gunshow, but Hayate is just not fazed by any of them. He always manages to create some more space, create some more time for him to, you know, start his own offense. Oh, but here we go. This is a very good start. Doesn't really give you Oki, but it is going to give you, yeah, that free heat up.
Up there once those arms and fists do connect with his opponent, they're going to heat up more and more, adding a little bit of damage to throws, and of course, you know, giving him more options for those projectiles as he can give up some heat for an incredible projectile.
Oh, and we're going to see a little bit of guaranteed chip here. I love the switch to the more zoning playstyle that we're seeing from Gunshow right now.
Yeah, he's just trying to, you know, keep this life lead, but you gotta wonder, jumping back and baiting out either the boot drop or the slide. I like it here from Gunshow. What an adjustment here, and Hayate finding himself in the corner. He does have access to an interactable if either players get close to it, but either way, Hayate needs to buy himself a little bit more real estate, needs to get over to the other side, but first he's looking for a nice clean hit, and Gunshow is just not giving it to him.
Yeah, look, these staggers, gets the throw, nice tech. I really didn't think that was going to get teched at all. And creating more space with the scud shot amplified, it's a really good usage of it. There are a lot of projectiles in this matchup, or at least one that you can't scud shot. You're not always going to have it just like sitting there at full screen.
Yeah, it's kind of like a full screen mind game between the two players. If you look at both those options, Scud shot amplified to get him off, and right now he's on top of the acid, and Gunshow fighting his way out with that forward 3. An incredible mid to challenge anything your opponent is trying to do.
Yeah, nice side switch choice right there. Creating that perfect spacing too. Oh, nice, catches him on the back jump. That was like actually an anti-air from full screen. More heat up. Oh, okay. Another forward 4. Here's a crushing blow.
I think he actually gave up some heat as that heat up missile did start up there. Scud shot from Hayate to keep the cancel safe. Possibly to try to catch Gunshow sleeping there. That's really the mind game whenever Scud shot's stance does come into play.
This is the fear.
Is he going to amplify it or not?
Sorry, this is the scary thing right here. Crushing blow, or sorry, fatal blow available.
And it's
for both sides, really,
This is a standoff. Gunshow has only 11 seconds to come back from this life deficit. So when is Hayate gonna let go of block?
This is a Canadian standoff. Okay, that's not quite it, but you can't just throw out acid right here. But acid can still be punished by, time! I wasn't looking at time!
I told you he had 11 seconds left.
I know. That seemed like that was like 5 seconds. I could have swore 11 seconds was going to be longer than that. I think you should, certainly Gunshow wasn't looking at it either, because at that point you just try fatal blow, right?
Exactly.
Because if you hit it, you win. If you don't, you lose anyway. Whatever.
I mean, you know, it was just a demoralizing loss there for Gunshow, and I think he just didn't want to give it to Hayate to show him, I definitely the fatal blow. Let me reserve myself. Let me keep my mentality strong into this round number 3. That down to crushing blow.
Yeah, I think that was on the down 1-2. Second hit time. Oh no, that is huge. He's gonna go for the. Oh no, just keep him in the corner. Smart.
I think that's a really good idea. And I'm actually surprised he didn't cancel into the fatal blow there to put him down to almost nothing. And again, we're back to the similar situation. Both players have fatal blow, but this time we have more than 40 seconds left on the clock. Scud shot amplified, getting blocked. Hayate has no more offensive meter, goes for the throw, and what a throw escape. It all came down to that. Can Gunshow make it count?
I don't know, this is a Canadian standoff. Oh, goes to the command grab, hit of the dash punch. And the second hit, and that's going to be 1-1. I can't believe that none of these games have come down to fatal blow. How is that possible?
It just hasn't. It's one of those things that both players know. The fatal blow is very strong. Now Aaron Black's does reach full screen, and it hits as a high, but it's multiple hits. You can't do anything, and Jax is the same thing. Hitting as a mid really far, so both players just holding on a block. That's why Hayate was going for the throws, but had Gunshow tech the wrong way, that should have been Hayate's entire set. But this is this universe, and Gunshow has another shot.
Yeah, I like that little short up there. He tried to do that to avoid the Amplify and then punish, but then the Amplify didn't come out at all from Hayate. Hayate playing the one level later mind game. All right, and here's a nice knockdown. Like I said, you can get Oki both sides from Jax also, very much like Garrus.
A great block of the boot drop here from Gunshow. Trying to take his turn back, going for the throw, and again, just bullying him with that forward three. An incredible mid. Oh, hot hands. Is he going to cash in here? He does have 2 bars to amplify. Yes, he cashes in here.
All right, I like it.
Blow.
Yep, just take the momentum, put yourself on match point. So Hayate, he's another winner of one of the pro competition tournaments, right? He won Biennality, and now we could see another one go to losers, especially Gunshow. This could be the upset so far of the tournament, maybe even.
23% throw thanks to that acid drop. Checking him there as he was aware that Gunshow was going to go for the stack.
Checking a little bit on that has hit 100% of the time. Gunshow's starting to realize that this is a weakness of Hayate. He's not reacting to that.
It's a tough thing to react to, especially considering how great Jax's buttons are in multiple ranges. You really never want to let go of that block button, and once you're holding on a block, you are susceptible to it.
Yeah, also, he can just let it go for real, and then it can be a crushing blow if it catches you pressing the button.
That's right, breaking open some rib cages there. Hayate trying to hold on to his sternum. A big jumping kick here.
And he's thrown back in the corner.
They're getting hot. These hands are hot.
Oh, yeah, he had to know that throw was coming. But, I mean, that's the mix-up right there. All the crushing blows are still available except for the command grab one. So this is still potentially, I mean, oh, okay, Heat's dissipating very quickly because he's firing off his projectile, but there it is again!
He's 10 for 10 of these. I mean, every single high unblockable that he goes for is working.
And he's going through so much. Oh no, you've got to read right here.
The tip, he hit him with just the tip. 10 seconds left on the clock. What's going to come down to? Gunshow needs to make the play with the fatal blow. Oh! A little too late. Had he done it when the rifle came out, Aaron Black cannot block, and that should have been it. And Gunshow knows it, but he can't let him face him here in this final round. What? I can't believe that.
Yeah, it's so close, and they so quickly have to go back into this final round. And again, another round, final round. And this is good corner positioning, but Hayate can really fight out the corner. Nice, he checks it this time. He's like, never again.
No, I'm not letting that rifle come out, and I'm not going to get caught again, just like I did that last game. It should have been my game. Hayate with a beautiful back throw here, throwing Jax on the ground on a wake-up, up 3. I feel like we've barely seen that at all in this set. And Gunshow digging deep into his tool set.
And the pressure is beginning. We haven't even seen that follow-up. The just overhead punches follow up very much at all. And finally, well, no, sorry. He blocked. I thought he avoided it, but I'm a fool. Look at this. Hayate down to fatal blow, life Gunshow. A little bit above that, about twice that, but one throw. Oki on this. Oh, he gets into the command grab. That could be it. Even without the crushing blow, and that is going to be it. Gunshow is going to knock Hayate into losers.
I can't believe what I am seeing right now. The run that Gunshow is on. Like, what? Gunshow? What?
I know.
Gunshow over all these players. Gunshow over Hayate. And man, what a talented individual. We need to see more Gunshow at more competition events.
With
I mean,
Jax,
man,
too.
look at that.
Yeah, I mean, so many people. It's so weird. It was like the community had like over the past few weeks. It really started all of a sudden talking about Jax. And it's like, wait a minute, why is everybody talking about Jax now? He's been the same since like release, right? And suddenly everybody's like, yeah, I hate this character. He's ridiculous. Why is nobody talking about him? And it's like, well, maybe somebody should place him. It's like, all right, he did. Top 8 winners now. You know, one of the most difficult tournaments here in the competition. So it's nice to see that, obviously, right? It's always nice to see new characters, and I think we're going to see a lot more Jax players after this weekend. Hardened out, but also, okay, so of the pro competition, right, in general, we've had a few winners, right? So we've had Hayate, Sonic Fox,
It was
Scar.
Sonic Fox winning multiple ones, but Scar was a combo breaker.
So Hayate, Sonic Fox, Scar, Rewind. I think those are the only people who've won, right?
Yes.
Now, in winners, we have Scar. In losers, we have the other 3. everybody who's won one of these tournaments is in losers before top 8. Think about that. That's insane. This
that's
tournament
really
is
going to mix
insane.
it up, and that's really what I love seeing. You know, I live for the upsets. I live for the underdog to make it over the guy that everyone says is just going to go That makes it so much more exciting, so much more interesting. Right, man, what an interesting top 16 that we have right now.
I know, and you know, I was just talking about how you know, there's 11 winners, but the rest of them have played their match in the top 8, and they all lost it, right? Or lost previously. Now, the last one, who is Scar, is actually up in our next match against the player who I don't know how he hasn't won one yet.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
I know.
Dragon so far here, getting second place at multiple events, going down to Sonic Fox almost every single time.
Wait, why is he doing 2? Can he hear us?
Yes,
Oh no!
again.
Oh no! Hi Dragon! Hi Dragon! Hi Scar also! I don't know if you can hear us. Hey! Alright, so now that I know they can hear us talking, we can talk about how I don't know, we have to take advantage of this in some way.
We have to. But no, these guys are incredible. You know, Dragon, so talented. You know, going back to his resume, seeing all the success he's had in multiple games, and he definitely has what it takes to win a competitive event. So right outside of the grass, usually at the hands of Sonic Fox. He did go down to Rewind last week at Celtic Throwdown in the upper bracket, if I remember correctly. But I think this could easily be a great setup here. If Dragon's looking at this bracket, he is thinking, I do not want to go anywhere into that lower bracket where Rewind and Sonic Fox, who have beaten me in the past, most recently, where they're aligned.
And they literally have to eliminate each other in the next match, right? Only one of them can get through. So I'm sure Dragon's like, yes, this is my situation. This is exactly what I want. But of course, we've got some other killers in this top 8, and before the top 8 even starts, for either of these players, they need to make it through each other. And of course, Scar actually is going to go with Scorpion, which is a pick that we've seen work really well before and not really well before. But choosing it against Cetron is an interesting pick. This is on paper, it's a matchup that makes sense. You're like, it's a zoner against a counter zoner. But I think from seeing the matches previously, it's not quite that simple. There are a lot of projectiles that Cetron has that are not reactable. They can just check it on the screen, and you can't really just sit there or jump around and wait for Cetron to do something. So I want to see how Scar approaches this.
Yeah, and we did see this matchup yesterday in right outside the top 16 between Phoenix and Big D, and it was actually Phoenix taking it over Big D, which was rocking Cetron. But of course, Dragon, just a Cetron that's a little bit better, you know, obviously having more results and, you know, more scouts.
Right, but even in that previous matchup, I mean, to be fair, both, you know, these two players, obviously, both Big D and Phoenix, but both of them, I would say skill levels altogether very, very similar, and it was just still very close match.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely was. Dragon looking for something here. The neutral jump kick to just keep the pressure going, and he is throwing Scar for a world of mix-ups here. Scar's not sure when the throw is coming, where he can sneak in those jabs, or when Dragon is just gonna block.
I said Cetron's a zoner, right? I was wrong, I'm pretty sure.
Just going in.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. Dragon is one of the best at just switching it up, going from a zoning mentality to I'm in your face and I'm going to use those buttons. I'm going to use the incredible backdash to make everything you throw at me whiff. And of course, I know when to challenge and when to block.
Yeah, so far it's been 100% aggression from Dragon, and that was a super dominant round. Scar needs to launch something. I want to see maybe more down forwards from Scar, because so far he's been struggling a lot with the jabs. Oh, nice. Oh, no. He got a counter hit. He could have gone for the full 4-3-4, could have got a crushing blow. That would have been a great start to the matchup, but didn't manage to get it.
Oh, going for that very risky stuff, and Dragon so composed, holding on to the block button and ready for a full punish. Left in a standing position, and I don't know what Scar was doing, but he definitely was not blocking. Back throw here from Dragon, correctly assesses the situation, and hold on, escape fail, gonna be setting up for the crushing blow. Dragon's gotta be wondering about it, but of course, Scar also thinking about Dragon, thinking about it.
Oh, that's going to be a punish. Look how maximum range that punish was. Well, a great reaction, and that was a very fast first match. Jeez.
You know, Scar was kind of getting control there towards the end, finding the way, forcing Dragon to tech the wrong way, and right now Scar switching characters completely to come. Wow, have we seen this at all yet in the pro competition? And I know Scar does obviously play at home a lot, and these guys like to dabble in characters, not only just for the sake of, you know, possible secondaries or third characters, but also for the sake of learning a matchup.
Right, I do believe we've seen him pick WoW, but I can't remember exactly where. He's definitely got a lot of characters on board. Nice, starts off pretty strong, forces a breakaway. Already all defensive meter gone, but of course free tech. It's so hard to throw Dragon, so hard.
A little bit of a drop. I'm not sure if he could possibly converted there, maybe too far away after the kick. Nice escape there by Dragon. Dragon with a lot of staggers here, not continuing anything, and what a whiff punish here, backing off and letting Scar hang himself as he just throws that hurt box right out to him to be whiffed.
Worth mentioning that because of that third tech after the escape failed, the crushing blow throw is no longer on the table for Scar. Yes. I mean, he can reset it up again, of course, but it's not loaded.
Yes, not loaded at all.
Wow, actually put himself in the corner. Now he's got to deal with that pressure that was so difficult to deal with last game.
I love the mix-up there from Dragon going at the back throw. You know, a lot of high-level players anticipating this get thrown in the corner. And again, Scar giving him a little taste of his own medicine, trying to go in for the Oki, but just not close enough thanks to that backdash from Dragon. And he's going to be cashing in big with this fatal blow.
Nice, and that was so smart because normally you look at it and you think, oh, well, Dragon could have won anyways, but wanted to keep it unbreakable. And you really got to use that fatal blow, unless you're in like a game match, you really want to use it just to guarantee yourself a round. And so Dragon now in match point to make top 8 winners. Scar, he was looking a lot closer with Loud than with Scorpion so far, though.
No, it definitely has been. It came down to the wire, down to just one decision there at the end. As fatal blow is available for both players. Gonna be batching him into rock. Oh, he whipped it, and there it goes. Scar ready to pounce on his prey.
Oh yeah, but a breakaway, you have to break right there. That's pretty much the highest damage you're going to give this Lau. That's maybe a down to crushing blow. And that is another crushing blow. Throws it a lot of damage. Good lead, but wake up jabs. Wake up jabs are so good in this game, and we've seen Dragon pretty much one of the best users of them. That's a nice challenge. That's actually not
Successful down threes here from Scar. Very fast low poke from Kung Lao. One of the better down threes in the game. What a conversion. Now, of course, he is rocking the low this Kung Lao. So if you want to use some resources, you can get an orbiting attack going around you, giving you more combos to access.
Yeah, look at it, it's a very heavy change in style. We haven't really seen boulders this entire set, but we've seen about 5 in a row so far. And nice check with lasers, but a great punish. One of the only characters that can punish that angle.
Escape here from Scar, wants to keep it going, jumping in off the top rope. Not sure what Scar was looking for there, but it's okay. Keeping his composure, keeping his cool as Dragon trying to fight his way out of the corner. Now Scar not cashing in there with the up shoot, but instead just says, I'm going to take my turn back here. What a conversion!
Nice.
Did you see that? Ending it with the sweep, but Dragon ready with some buttons of his own, and it hurts so much. Great side switch combo here from Dragon, and hold on, Scar giving him a little side switch string here, and that's gonna be all she wrote. Beautiful confirmation here from Scar, and just gonna be displaying all that combo ability to send a statement to Dragon.
Yeah,
I am not sure.
There were actually a few situations in there that could have been a little bit more, I guess you could say, could have had a little bit more reward for Scar. Like things where he could have maybe got a little bit of a better knockdown, or things where he could have punished a little bit harder, but he, regardless, wow, look at that. Look at that. Sticking with him. Are you going to give him ideas to help win with?
I think Scar is actually Dragon's coach for his own set against him.
I think Scar's like, maybe you should fix it. Yeah, maybe. Or maybe he's like, maybe you shouldn't fix that round. That's what he wants.
Keep going, set trap. But no, Dragon being really serious. Of course, both these guys, competitors through and through. Everyone is friends. It's a very friendly environment amongst, you know, all the players, not just the top players. Of course, it's all about having fun at the end of the day, but you want to come out the winner.
And of course, we knew there wasn't really going to be a switch. Dragon is very much a character loyalist and a variation loyalist. So I think it was just Dragon, you know, what you got to do a little bit better. Not quite so overrun in the corner, especially, but look at this. A very different playstyle again, going back to a lot more offense after we saw that strategy not quite working out as well. With the throw and now momentum, back in Scar's favor. Oh, gets maximum damage. Spent so look at Scar's bars. They are completely gone. Oh no, that's crushing blow. And this is going to be so much damage because you can't break it. Full meter on board for Dragon. I don't know if he's going to use all of it. Nope, just going for one.
Standing position, and Scar was ready with the challenge and the back throw, cashing in from the crushing blow as Dragon had the failed escape right before it.
Are we going to see another? I mean, obviously between both these, one of these players, it's crazy that either of them could be sent to losers. But Dragon, I don't know if he's ever gone to losers before top 8 either.
Good challenge there from Dragon, stopping that momentum that is Scar, tossing him up there with the geyser and throwing up the wall just to try to, again, buy some space. Great recognition of Scar on that whip. Dragon just, you know, casually taking his turn back, getting Scar for his troubles, though.
Oh, that's going to be a big whip punish.
Yeah, very, very dangerous to commit to the break. Your opponent is on their back, ready to wake up with that roll.
No anti-attempted, very smart. Oh, wow, I can't believe that jump kick whiffed.
The jump kick whiff didn't get punished. A little bit of a misplay from Dragon. That should have been his round, but Scar ready to live another day. Never mind the wall getting just thrown up right in front of him, right to stop everything.
All right, as per the usual for this top 16, I'd say, we are going to the very final round.
Orbiting hat, the teleport. A lot of people say it's useless, but I think Scar's making great use of it. And the breakaway scores from Dragon. Gonna be leading into a lot of damage here. No, he doesn't have access to the offensive meter, so he couldn't amplify anything for longer combos.
Oh, and the pressure starting nice, stuck on the throw. This is what Dragon needs to turn it around. He's gonna keep it grounded, no breakaway.
I feel like Dragon just said, I'm done teching throws. I'm calling out these throws in the most dangerous way possible, especially when you're doing it against them. Oh, Dragon knows right now it's do or die. Tossing the boulders, getting right over it.
But no fatal blow available, so this isn't going to be a huge amount of damage. Oh, there wasn't even an offensive bar available. And Scar has fatal blow, but this is going to be a lot of damage. You got to break away here, and there's no way to stop it.
If Scar can get one hit confirm into the fatal blow. Now raw fatal blow is going to work. So either way, both players have to watch out for this.
Oh, look at this patience. They don't want to press anything. Oh, the whiff throw. That was big, but no whiff punish. Oh, the laser's going to do it. Just barely catching Scar. And so Dragon is moving on, but now we are seeing every player who won a pro competition event is in losers before top 8. Wow, okay, so I gotta say, I was so impressed by Scar's Lao. We've stopped seeing quite as much Lao because, of course, we see Foxy now going with Shang pretty much all the time. So I'm glad that we're seeing Lao again. I'm surprised we're not seeing more Lao. You know, we look at Liu Kang, and everybody's like, oh yeah, he didn't get any changes in the patch, but he got pushed up in the tiers because everybody else got a little bit more shifted around and normalized, right?
Yeah, exactly. Everyone got shifted down from the top, down below that character. And that's one of those, you know, Kung Lao, one of those characters that kind of didn't get moved around a lot.
And, well, actually, Kung Lao only got...
Jax, wow.
Jakes, yeah, Jakes.
Jakes, my favorite character.
Jakes and Brags. Jakes and Brags. Yeah, Lao actually got some buffs, especially in that variation that we just saw. So that's a big reason probably why we're seeing Scar use it. So I think it's super smart to use that, and it looked like the game plan against Citron was working extremely well. I mean, it came down to just like one or two choices right there, and I mean, Dragon just he clutched it out. He played really well. But I think for the future, I think we might see Scar a little bit more confident going into other matches. I think also just the character fit him really well.
And I mean, if you can take that entire game off of Dragon, that shows the character is ready. And you know, to wonder, especially if you're Scar, I'm really sorry out there, you definitely can't hear me. You gotta wonder, Lao pick out the gate, that might have been a different story. Could have been a 1-to-1 set going into the game. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Scar needs to make a choice. And Dragon is moving on to the winner's side of top 8, which is immediately after this. So you guys don't have to go anywhere. Literally just stay exactly where you are. You are going to see the entire rest of this tournament here at the final day here at DreamHack.
but we're not set for the entire top 8 yet,
No,
right?
no, we're
and
not.
this next match is going to be a really interesting one because as far as I know, these players have not ever battled each other in tournament. Now, this, of course, is going to be Ninja Killa, one of the biggest stories, of course, of this tournament and pretty much every tournament that he's going to go to for us this year against Foxy, who is, of course, the... wait, this is still in, right? Okay, so not the lone representative, but one of the last representatives here for Europe in this tournament, and of course one of the highest placers, highest ranking, I guess right now you could say, in the pro competition. And now we've seen him switch from WoW to Shang, so he's going to be playing a very different style than we've seen earlier, making it all the way through winners. It's a very obviously impressive thing at this tournament. And I have no idea how these two are going to match up. Like, player to player wise, completely unknown to me.
Yeah, I mean, for a long time, Ninja Killa has kind of been, you know, that myth that we're not really sure is true, and just slowly he's been just coming into real form, coming out to events and showing everyone it's not just an online factor, it's not the comfort of my home factor. I am just a really talented player, and I can hang with the best. And if you look at Foxy Grandpa's resume, literally the best NRS player to come from the UK if you look at the past few NRS games. I mean, this man is just incredible, very talented, and just always on point. Even when the pressure's on, even when the jet lag factor is real, Foxy can usually perform.
Yeah, I mean, he's over here so much, he might as well. He's probably jet lagged when he's at home, right?
I don't believe he's still listening. He actually secretly lives in North America. Just kidding, guys.
Yeah, it's the true mix-up. All right, so here we go. We saw this matchup earlier in the bracket, Foxy against Kerbalicious, actually. But, of course, it's a very different thing, and immediately with the knowledge!
Well, see, now the thing is that a lot of players like to test their opponent and say, you know what, let me see if I can get away with this a few times. Let me see what they know. So right out the gate, Ninja Killa just reacted. I don't understand. How is this a human being?
I don't know.
How do you do that?
I think I would never test the knowledge of Ninja Killa. I think it would just never cross my mind to even try.
No, man, you gotta get to that the full meta active right out the gate, especially in a 1st-to-2 situation like we have here in the pro competition.
Yeah, he is without a doubt in my mind the smartest player in all of Mortal Kombat 11. He knows every situation by heart. He's ready for it. It's incredible. And like, look, he knows. Okay, this is the thing that it's probably one of the most subtle things that you can see. Oh wait, okay, I'll talk about it in a minute.
But see, right there, he knew. Foxy knew Ninja Killa was going to respect that very plus poke or advancing high there. Oh, what a whiffer there! Ninja Killa rolling out and just whiff punishing the full commitment from Foxy Grandpa. He was so sure he wasn't going to do it.
And one thing that I was trying to say is Ninja Killa knows exactly when he can run away and when he has to go in. If he knows that he, even by like half the percentage, can win the life lead battle through zoning, he will do it and he will play it perfectly. But right now he knows there's too much of a life lead for Foxy. He has to go in, and so he's taking advantage of it.
And the escape failed to kind of mix up Ninja Killa. Ninja Killa think that he's going to be thrown in the corner, but instead Foxy Grandpa going for the forward throw and finding all the momentum he wants, all the momentum he needs. And again, Foxy Grandpa in full effect right now.
Yeah, he has just not lost almost any HP at all this game. This is a scary start. Oki off the back throw, and oh!
Trying to get him down.
Yeah, he just barely missed that punish. He went for it, and he almost did the timing right.
Let's
I know. I'm an old man.
And again, Foxy Grandpa just going nuts here with the throws.
Foxy plays pretty much every character he plays like a grab.
Oh, yeah, he does. Especially, I feel like this game is really clicking with Foxy Grandpa. Now, of course, always a great competitor, but just a completely different animal here in MK11.
Not enough
Oh, these staggers from both players.
Time.
Oh no, yeah, you're
Time.
right.
4 seconds left.
But a throw might change it.
No,
Oh,
not
1
enough.
second.
Not enough.
Oh, it was! It was enough, just barely.
And I think Foxy Grandpa had the same call out that I thought.
Yeah.
Even if he throws him, it's not going to be enough because of the time, but just barely by a few frames of a second, got the damage in there. Ninja Killa taking that first game. What a nail biter and what a heartbreaker for Foxy Grandpa fans out there.
Good start too in this next game for Ninja Killa. Oh, he's getting even better. Nice throw tech. Gonna get out of the corner. Of course, the back throw. It's very easy to tell which of throws is switch for Shen.
Oh yeah, it just dips you right in and just tosses you right out exactly where he wants you. Little corpse drop doesn't really act like a true projectile, but you can kind of use it like one. And again, you alluded to this, that Ninja he knows he can steal the shield with the zoning. He's not going to stray away from it. He's not going to panic, and he's not going to make it fall.
Yeah. And right now, he knows he has to go in, which is why you see that his movement is incredible. It's unbelievable. It's as you can see, he just got in without even having to block maybe 2 to 3 projectiles, but that is it. That is definitely a conversion that's going to put Ninja Killer on that
Just hitting both the triggers on his controller and going right in, leading this round and putting Foxy Grandpa up against the ropes and on the verge and right out the gate. A bold decision here from Ninja Killer, just trying to keep Foxy Grandpa on his toes, and Foxy Grandpa was ready to punish, but not ready to anticipate the next few steps. What an up to, just barely not able to reach there. And again, so many things going wrong for Foxy Grandpa as his skull just gets caved in by the heel of Liu Kang.
All of this over and over, just this damage is building up to be so much, and that is gonna be it without a doubt. A dominant round to end it by Ninja Killer, and so Foxy is also going to losers before top 8. This has to be the scariest part of the tournament, is these losers matches that we're about to see before top 8, right?
Oh, yeah.
So just to recap now, who has made top 8 in winners, right? We only have our top 8 winners players. We have Deoxys, who's going to be taking on Gun Show.
Yep.
And we have Dragon, who's going to be taking on Ninja Killer. And I don't think that they played against each other either but it's before in tournaments. So that's
because
Sonic
Fox eliminated Ninja Killer at CEO before Ninja Killer was able to,
Right,
potentially make it all the way to Dragon.
Yeah. Fox double eliminated Dragon technically because it was preset grand finals. But that means that a lot of these players, these top players, have not Ninja Killer before top 8 of major, etc. Yeah,
gotta be scared of what this is.
How do you read something like that? How do you read that well against a player like Foxy?
I mean, it all went like downhill. As soon as Foxy, he flawless block to jump in, went for the up 2 from the flawless block, and it just whiffed. And right after that, it was just correct decision after correct decision from Ninja Killer, and oh my, he was in his head so heavily. But that's not the end of Foxy Grandpa. He's going to be in the lower bracket. So,
I believe
the
we're
next
actually
match,
moving.
the next match that we have on stream for you guys is a run back from Grand Finals. You have the Grand Finals from 1 week ago at Celtic Throwdown.
Are now a match to get into top 8.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, that is crazy. You have Rewind, who's going to be going up against the infamous Sonic.
Look at that beautiful Coach Steve picture right there.
I love it.
What a great looking man.
He's not even in the tournament anymore. He's still showing up.
He's still here. He's still here in our hearts. But yeah, unbelievable that we're watching this match. It's who makes and it's really cool because it's very rare to see such I don't know, kind of a crazy grand finals that shifts the meta a lot. People really look at, right? And then to see a rematch of it literally like later in a tournament that the stakes are just as high. So we get to see take everything we saw in the grand final of Celtic Throwdown and then apply it to this match. Maybe, I mean, at the very least, like they're gonna learn things. My going to Aura again. I'm Liu Kang has been working out really well for Rewind, but I mean, hey, I really don't know from any player in this tournament. Everybody's got a weird pick all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it is a weird. If you look at Sonic Fox, they picked Demora at Celtic Throwdown the entire way through.
Yeah.
And the only person to stop them was Rewind.
Yep.
So, like, are you confident enough? Is there something that Sonic Fox, went back and looked at the video, saw what he did wrong, what Rewind was understanding, and if there was anything that, they could readjust?
Yeah. But I do remember seeing on Twitter, Fox tweeting, like, I only chose Devora this whole tournament to kind of see if Devora was good enough to use, basically, and I think it was like yeah, like the answer was basically yeah, good enough. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you want to stick 100% Devora all the time, especially a player like Fox who plays so many different characters at such a high level. I mean, Devora's really fun though, I gotta say. I mean, I entered a lot of tournaments with her before she got buffed, so it's understandable that we are going to see the switch back. And again, a super gross skin. Fox is so good at getting the gross skins.
It's all chance thanks to the randomized gear. That's why we see awesome things we don't normally get to see. And hitting him with the back throw, tossing him over the shoulders here, back to the mid-screen. What an anti-air from Rewind, the down three to just stop the Fox in its tracks.
Oh, and that jump kick's gonna connect. Johnny Cage clapping in the background like, yeah! Hit that bug. Oh, nice throw tech. Although this is the stagger pressure, this is the scary pressure.
I like that challenge there from Sonic Fox. You know, they just knew that something was going to be coming up afterward. And Rewind ducking under. You know, that's the scary thing. That's the adjustment that we saw from Deoxys. And the other thing you have to consider, Deoxys and Rewind are very close. They are teammates now, so it is possible that they dove into this matchup together.
Oh, look at that! The beautiful down three anti-air into the bicycle kick. Crushing blow, perfect.
Yeah, perfect setup after the requirement has been met of 3 amplified bicycle kicks prior to that in that first round. Good block of the orbit Rewind, but wasn't ready for those bugs that were coming afterwards. What a throw escape.
Yeah, and we do see a lot of these breakaways in situations where you're really not going to be taking a lot of damage. Oh, wow, I did not realize that was set up. Yeah, I have been missing a lot of throw crushing blow setups today, I think.
I mean, not only that, but also he avoided the breakaway situation by not juggling him at all. So I think that was a good decision from Rewind. He wants to take this match out because he knows what the Fox can do when the Fox gets a little bit of momentum, converting into the fatal blow. And I guess this is one of the ones that don't really scale too hard, as we are going right into it, stabbing the temples right through the lobes.
Yeah, well, one of the nice things there is that Devora doesn't really have a lot of like combo paths, so like no matter what, when you're comboing into it, there's not going to be a lot of scaling in general. Like it was like that was like forward 1-3, down 1, forward 1-3, crushing blow. Like there was like 3 straight or fatal blow.
Back toss here from the Fox.
All right, now
the throw escape.
This is the scariest thing about Devora, is that now that Fox is seeing that Rewind is poking after every down 1 on block, it's very easy with Devora to just do down 1 into the stabs, and it beats every single poke reversal in the game. And then you get huge advantage off of it, or knockdown, or you get to drill him in the head. That's really, that's a really rare interactable to see, but it's one of the grab ones is very good.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of players really like doing it because it pulls them out of the corner, but you just can't give up every time you get a drill to the face. Rewind, throwing him back into the corner, trying to continue this, trying to finish the fight, but Sonic Fox out of speed here, so Rewind down to his last legs here.
And that is one thing that we've seen consistently. Fox not afraid to throw opponents back to mid-screen.
For the mix-up.
Yeah. Just to guarantee the throw. Nice flawless block, nice flawless block, nice flawless block, nice. Oh! Nice flawless block, nice flawless block. Only the low ones for whatever reason.
He knows the timing. Trade definitely Rewind phase if you consider the frame advantage. A throw escape again from Sonic Fox, and Rewind's not giving up. 6 seconds left on the clock. He's got to hit something. He's got to hit the fatal blow.
Yeah,
and Sonic Fox was not letting go of blocking. He weighed the situation. He weighed all the options. He weighed all the outcomes, and he said, I'm not getting hit by that fatal blow. No matter what, that fatal blow is not connecting. That fatal blow hits as a mid. It hits really far. It's got armor, but what you got to do is reach it.
Yeah. The throw's not going to be in time, especially during that like maybe 1.5 seconds of the it mattered actually a lot. By gross, I mean
that's in these gross skins.
Like where are either the normal Devora skins or the ones where you get really armor? I love those, but I mean, I love these two. This is a great one. Yes. This is like a Zerg skin.
Oh yeah.
That is exactly this. I want this skin actually. I take it back. I love this one, but I also love this okay, for the best color. And strong start from Fox.
You know, I feel like Sonic Fox is really keeping in the mid-screen. Like he's willing to give up the corner pressure because he knows how much Rewind can excel when he's got the corner pressure, the forward throw set up right after the failed escape. By cashing in big with that 31%. Great throw escape from Sonic Fox, trusting his instincts, trusting every reaction that he has, that they have in their body.
Yeah. Oh, nice poke. Okay, that's going to be crushing blow. Mojo, we don't see that come out a whole lot, but surprisingly enough, that's the best damage that you can get just straight up jab. And not a lot of life left for Rewind. One throw, one set of stabs, one down, one to stabs.
Had a flawless block behind
Yeah, I
the
know.
fireball there. He did get it perfectly. They did get it perfectly.
Whoa!
He went for the fatal
blow!
blow!
Oh, went for the ultimate gimmick. I love it. I love the attempt right there. Full screen with flying kick into fatal blow. But okay. There's enough time left for this to happen. Oh, escape failed too. And now this is gonna be a zoning match. It has to be a zoning match.
Flawless block.
Watch. Oh, okay. That was so scary because that was a situation where dash up fatal blow could have been so good for Fox. Devora fatal blow is really far and really fast, and it also doesn't have hurt box on it. So like, if it hit before projectile like connect with Devora, it could have won.
There with the flying is Rewind. Looking for those forward threes, but Fox all over it. Oh, jump!
Yeah, that's a nice anti-air right there. I would like to see some anti-airs. Oh, or just a huge down crushing blow. Has to break away from that, but that's still going to put you in a terrible position here. All right, nice knockdown into some setups. This could actually run away very quickly for Fox. Oh, yep, jump back is so good with Devora, and fatal blow conversion. I don't know if that's enough. I think it might be.
What you said before, very little scaling, especially because the combo ability is not there.
Yep.
But right there, I saw a great combo. 42% from Sonic Fox. Now they are just one round away from eliminating Rewind.
Wow, both forward, top A, and wow, the dash up 4-2-2 connects. Slow normal, like 26 frames. Here begin the mix-ups, and it's just slow enough that Fox is using it as almost like a delayed normal to catch people thinking nothing's coming out. I'm gonna press a button, or I'm gonna stand up and try to tech, or I guess just sit down.
Just getting that forward throw is Rewind, tossing him back into mid-screen. Rewind's got to think about what a life deficit he's got to overcome. He's got to connect something. He's got to connect. Now this is the start. He got the failed escape. The crushing blow is activated on, I believe, one of his throws still. Yeah. He did get it early in this game.
I think it's back throw where it's still available.
Yes.
A pretty good position here, but well, I mean, life is going away. On top of that, though, Rewind had that perfect life where you just barely have Fatal Blow, and we know how good Liu Kang's Fatal Blow is. One of the best in the game for sure. Oh, no, doesn't quite get the jump and wake up Fatal Blow. Speak of the devil.
You really did that. What? Rewind really did that on Wake Up, and Sonic Fox just wasn't anticipating it. Clearly now down to 21%.
One throw.
Rewind gets that back throw.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. No way to break away here. And so Sonic Fox is going to eliminate Rewind in the run back from the Throwdown Grand Finals. So now we see that matchup go 1-1 with those characters. And I don't know when we're going to see the third. Hopefully at the next major we get to see it happen for a third time. And it gets to be the tiebreaker. But the one that matters the most is the one right now. And so we're going to see Sonic Fox make... Sonic Fox is going to be our first player, actually, in top 8 losers. Our 5th player to make top 8. But that's crazy to see a match like that and say, yeah, that's the first match for top 8. You know, I mean... This is a heck of a tournament.
I'm really impressed with what Sonic Fox is capable of pulling off. I mean, that matchup right there against Rewind was what stopped Sonic Fox from winning Celtic Throwdown. And what, 5 days, 4 days? I mean, I don't even know the amount of time that Sonic Fox was home to study that matchup, but able to overcome and know exactly, you know, I did this wrong, or you know what I mean? Like, how do you do that in that short amount of time?
It has to be way less than that, because first of all, you're flying home from Ireland,
Yes.
right?
Oh, yes.
So that's already like an entire day of travel. So let's just assume leave on a Monday. Monday's all gone, right? So then you get Tuesday, and then you get Wednesday, and then you get Thursday, and then you at the very least have to leave for Friday to come over here, right? So you at max have 3 days, 3 full days to lab, and that's assuming you don't have anything else to do in your actual real life, which all these players do. So something in there, some decisions, maybe some brainstorming, looking back at the VODs worked out. Yeah, and so we're going to see Fox a little bit later in top 8, but now we're going to see, I believe, who is going to go up against Fox, as we're going to see the next matchup in losers to make top 8, which is going to be Hayate against Gur, and that is 2 players who nobody wants to see lose.
No, definitely not. And it's such a tough route ahead of them, even when they do get past the opponent that they are sitting next to right now. Now, Gur, Gur's been around for a while. He actually predates Hayate, as Hayate made his debut during the MKX days, where Gur goes back as far back as his at that NEC that everyone went to.
You're right.
I know my Injustice 1. Gur hailing from the city, Brooklyn Brawler. I'm not sure how these guys usually match up, but I know both these characters, both these guys are character loyal. Post-match, they're sticking here perfectly with them. And, if you ask a lot of people, one character got a lot more flack than the other.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, both these characters very much changed by patch. But overall, clearly we're seeing this character still an incredibly top-tier character. I mean, really gained a lot of stuff, to be honest. Now, Aaron Black, on the other hand, did lose quite a bit, but I love the adaptation that we're seeing now to play the character differently. And it looks like I'm looking at the matches here. We've been using this FG combo. I misread it. Website that's been really great at seeing like head-to-head stuff like that. And I believe it looks like the last one was in like a long time ago, and a real long time ago. So many things have changed since then. And I really don't know that if it happened at all. I guess we are going to see how this ends up. It's definitely the first time they've played since the changes to their character.
Such a short amount of time. Hayate connecting with that jumping tree, and Gur has his back up against the wall. Hayate just knocking down on the door of defense from Gur with that back to multiple mids and overheads all over that string. Big little boot drop there, the overhead, and Gur correctly blocking that amplified low gunshot here. And what a block up to from Gur to pop one more combo and force the breakaway to be activated. Hayate not going to have a lot of defensive meter for a very long time.
Yeah, so it's really important that he managed to land this hit, get some Oki, and especially this throw gives you so much time to build back bar.
Gunshot amplified for full screen presence here. Aaron Black has very obscure projectiles. Not really true projectiles, not slow traveling projectiles. They are almost instantaneous.
Yeah. It's like instant. I mean, they're not. They're actually. That's a funny way to look at it. And first round going to Hayate, but this is looking like it's going to be a problem.
Ready to just kind of keep calm. We talked about Hayate placed out. Doesn't really like to take risks in this game. Oh, boot drop there, but goes for the amplified boot shot. Not ready to block it and not ready to hop.
Yeah, that's the first time I think we've seen it really amplify the forward war. Almost this entire turn. It's really straying away from it. Super unsafe.
But no one knows when you're going to do it, because if you don't do it and you think they're going to do it, you open yourself up for a combo, depending on what your option is. So a lot of players like to just block it. Stay safe. Great there.
I love seeing that you can charge the gauntlet right outside of their wake-up range, and you're just like, what are you going to do? You're going to sit there and you're going to be plus. Or I'm going to punish you. Oh!
Back to down at the door as he's just shooting Gur and away here in the middle. No corners have been yet.
Oh, nice.
And big conversion recognition here from Gur, seeing that he was airborne, and a fatal blow to stop the breakaway attempt. A great way to break right through that armor. And Gur going to be tying up the round, taking this round number 2 in game number 1.
Now, this is maybe a really stupid question, something that I may not have noticed. But I did just notice that within that combo, when the breakaway was punished, it reset the scaling on the fatal blow. Does it always do that? I feel like it doesn't always do that.
I think it really depends.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so.
It's one of those things that you have to like meticulously lab and see exactly how it affects it.
Yeah,
you know,
for
because
sure.
when you break away, it's not really a combo. So you know, it does scale on some things like down 2 in certain situations. So I'm not really sure.
I mean, I don't know why I don't know that and why I'm just looking at it for the first time, but I'm gonna look at that more after this match.
It's a very specific situation because a lot of characters really have fatal blows that are fast enough to stop the breakaway attempts consistently, but Garrus is one of them.
All right, I don't hear you're safe really from these scans, but still threatening, of course, with the amplifiers.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Hayate does. He's playing to the fear that Kurt has of that meter. Because when you're going up against Aaron Black, that was loaded up in round number 1.
That is definitely big. Yeah, I forgot that was loaded up completely.
Yeah, it was the forward throw, and it was the throw where you said, you know, this is gonna buy Hayate a lot of time.
Yeah.
And it just completely forgot about it. The requirements stay stacked. They stay there round after round within the same game. And I think Gura also forgot about that one. And very little you can do there at the end. You know, when that scud shot is there, it's amplified, it hits full screen, and when you're down to that little health, Gur's only chance is to maybe flawless block it.
Yeah, but the thing is, okay, so you flawless block it, and then even still, that gives you enough advantage that you throw out acid, and then nothing is going to take you. Like, nothing is going to get you out that. Like I said, this character. Oh yeah, exactly. It's like he's just showing that he can do it.
That's right. Maybe he's trying to tell us that that's what he was trying to do last game, but with no fatal blow ready, as Gur did use it in that round number 2. You know, he really couldn't close the gap there between himself and Hayate.
Oh, there we go. That's that here. Nice. Oh, that was awkward, but this is actually huge. Okay, had to break away from that. That was going to be a very weirdly unscaled launcher.
Yeah, a very rare one because usually you get the entire string and then it scales there from the 4 previous hits. Canceler from Hayate. Oh, and the unsafe stuff.
Wow.
I mean, we talked about Hayate and he's not usually willing to go for it. And Gur, I think he wanted to go for a throw and maybe trying to fake out Hayate, but Hayate making the right decisions here.
Yeah, I mean, Gur lost his advantage there. For some reason, he didn't do anything after he got out of the freeze, the time freeze. But, I mean, look at this. Acid. Yep, and you're done, so. Yep, there's nothing you can do there. I like the attempt. I like the attempt to back throw, but you still move forward too far in a back throw.
Yeah,
I mean, probably should have tried to jump out of the corner maybe before dying. That's the best you could get. All right. That was actually still punished.
Do we have new tech here? I mean, going past it, that seems like it's going to be a little bit easier top afterwards. Because if you do that a lot, it's really tough.
Yeah, that was very, very smart.
And that color Hayate decides not to do the gunshot and just stand up right after the stop. He should hit him out. He needs to make this comeback. And right out there, just flawless block setup for the anticipated folks after the 6
Yeah, there we go again. Out of the gunshot. I don't know if that was intentional or not. Getting that interactable, but now there's like not very much bar on the side of Gur. And we see full fatal blow available for Hayate. Not fast. It used to be fast enough to punch stand trap. I don't think it is anymore.
Hayate just swinging for the fences here with those 2s and 1s. Tossing the forward. I was thinking about the back throw because that combo is loaded up as Hayate is not in on it yet and has not gotten throw tech. Interactable to get out of there. Goes for the throw and Hayate all over it. Now Gur knows he's got a life lead, but he knows he's got to be scared of the fatal blow. Slide out the gate, got to go for a roll. And then a challenge with the down 1. And like we said before, when that rifle is out, Aaron Black cannot block.
I honestly think that if he had done the slide into the acid and then done fatal blow, he would have won. Because you would have had to sit there and at the very least done it in the acid for a few seconds.
Going down fatal blow, unintentional buff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Situation. Is this it? Yeah. It hurts.
And this is match point for Hayate. This is a great start for his round, too. This is everything you want from starting this round.
Here, challenging with well-placed loads, you know, he's pretty much on point, not whipping them for the first requirement. And Hayate wants nothing to do with this. I am breaking away just now. So Gert, up again, and make sure that it hurts. Make sure that it does damage. Now, if Gert goes down below 30%, he is going to have access to that middle blow. Hayate swinging right back to Scunshot, and Gert ready with the forward throw to make out Hayate. Hayate was Gert was going to toss him back into the mid-screen.
So many decks, there's still so many throws attempted from both players. Nobody's really punishing. Game failed. See, that was an attempted attack. What a weird way to push him into the corner. So to the back one, and now we're seeing pressure on the other side. Oh, back in the corner again.
Oki set up so good. Hayate does have access to Fatal Blow. Hit perfectly before many times. Down one, and both of the respect for both these players. This is down to the wire. 12 seconds left. Something's gonna happen.
That's gonna be it. Wow! The perfect conversion from the anti-air back to 2-2. Do it. That was so much patience from both players. Neither one wanted to go for the throw. They were like, I'm just gonna keep swinging until you take your turn, I'll take my turn. You take your turn, I'll take my turn. And eventually one of us is gonna mess up, right?
I mean, swinging is in that situation, swinging is the safer option. You know, the throws can get easily avoided. As they do hit as highs, you can duck under them, and neither player, like you said, was willing to take that risk. So they said, let's look for the opening here, just slugging it out back and forth, and Hayate getting that clean back to conversion into Fatal Blow. They slowed it down, but didn't slow it down that much. Still a great way to cash in on some damage. And Hayate going to be into the top 8 again.
Yeah, that's another crazy match. Like, this top 8 setup so far is absolutely insane. I mean, there's still 2 matches left to see who makes it. Oh, wait. Yeah, there's 2 matches to make it.
The updated bracket, my is going to Smash. And then looking for Mortal Kombat 11. You can see who went down there if you want to spoil it for yourself. But either way, it's going to just set up the top 8 perfectly. We have 2 more matches here in the lower bracket. The last 2 matches.
So they are unfortunately both essentially teams, right? We have Scar against Kevo Reborn, and then we have Foxy against Dizzy TT. So this is friends against friends. I mean, fortunately enough, one of them is of course going to make top 8, right? And then on the other side, one of them is not going to make top 8, which is so tough. And I know that from both of these sides, they're definitely going to be rooting for whoever wins, right? Whoever loses is going to be like, all right, now go on and win the whole thing. But it's tough to see something like this happen, especially in a match to get top 8, right? And I'm assuming that that means that all of these next matches that we're going to see our players quite a lot.
Yeah, I love the mix-up here from Kevo to Man, going for the handshake and then instantly just switching it up for the finish. No, man, it's going to be a bitter victory for whoever does win, as they, as a result, have to knock their friend completely out of the tournament.
Your weakness. Rage. And not enough rage. What we have here is more rage.
What? She is not all punches. If you took away her punches, she would be fine. If you took away her kicks and her forward 3, she would be fine also. I mean,
just fine, just double fine.
Yeah.
It's like 2 characters in one.
Yeah, no. I mean, seriously though, she's got everything.
The crushing blow from the amplified portion of the onion ring connecting Solo here. The overhead was not fully committed to by Scar, as he didn't believe Kevo was going to walk right into it.
Yeah, and all right, finally seeing some pressure beginning from Kevo. And he's really got to make everything count right now. I mean, this was a really explosive start from Scar. Very controlling. I don't know if this is enough. Okay, it is. It did just enough damage. And a very solid first round from Scar. Coming out the gate strong, but Kevo's got a chance to turn things around right here. Corner positioning is starting to shift in his favor, and this is going to be great. You see this full commitment from Scar. I think Scar thought that was going to be a whip punish. I did at the beginning too, so I'm assuming it was a similar mistake. And now we've got corner positioning, but there's the whip punish. That's exactly what Scar was going for. He's like, you know what? It didn't work the first time. Let's try.
Oh no! Oh no!
No, Sonya, turn around!
What? Sonya, that's not where the fight is. Don't turn your back against your opponent. You almost never see that.
Scar is smiling now. Like, wow, look at that. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's rough. I mean, that was a huge punish that should have been a lot of damage on the other side. It was only a down one anti-air, so the scaling wasn't too heavy. And now look at this. Kevo looking like he could potentially take this. Scar choosing not to break away. Oh yeah, saving for the next round. And there's the crushing blow, and we're going to round number 3. All because Sonya got a little lost.
I made a wrong turn at Appleseed.
Sonya knows that it's like a friend match, and Sonya's like, oh, I don't want to hit our friends, you know? I'm gonna go the other way. And look at this, Kevo's really taking the momentum here.
Nice little elbow drop there at the end to keep the corner positioning. Good forward throw. I love the animation there. It just ships them right back out of there to keep it constant.
Oh, and that's gonna be it. Wow, a strong first game from Kevo. I mean, it was looking so good for Scar, but then Kevo just took the momentum and ran away with it. That's exactly what Jackie does, as we all expect her to. But I do have to say, too, this match is probably more important for Kevo. I believe that as far as points go, actually, I can look them up right here at some point. Scar is sitting pretty solid in 8th place, right?
Yes.
Pretty solid to qualify.
I believe
now,
it's 12 that qualify.
Right.
Finals.
So there's a pretty nice little cushion right there. On the other hand, Kevo, he is outside of the range. He's around 20, 22, so he needs the points from this tournament so bad. And right now, he's looking like he's challenging Scar for them really heavily.
I mean, you say, you know, Scar is comfortable here, but we still have a lot more events to go to, and you cannot tell the future. You can't tell how well you're going to be placing, especially, you know, since Scar has really most of his points come from that win at Combo Breaker and not much else afterwards. The Kevo Reborn looking incredible here. Match point against Scar.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is definitely not a situation in Scar where you're like, yeah, I kind of hope Kevo wins. It's like, Scar could just come back and win this entire thing, right? And win a bunch of money, and win DreamHack Montreal, and then guaranteed to play. Like, this is still a tournament for Scar to win. But, I mean, okay, I was about to say it's not looking great for him, but because this is match point for Kevo, but Scar, all right, putting a lot of damage on the board, but this is unfortunately how it starts.
Oh, the whip punish
wow.
here! Perfect from Scar, spacing it out just the right way, and that was a great reversal punish. You can't drop the drone right there on Jackie unless you're at full screen right outside that dash punch range.
Right, and that's actually really close to max dash punch range too, so it's a scary thing to do in general. And now still match point for Kevo.
Look at these staggers, but Kevo not breaking it all, instead blocking it. Never mind, getting opened up here by Scar. A big whiff up 3, but Scar not close enough to capitalize, but is close enough to take the momentum and keep it going. Sweet chin music to keep the corner positioning here. Challenging with staggers after staggers after staggers here. When is it gonna end? When is it gonna start? And when is the throw coming? No whiff punish at all by Scar, but getting anti-air for his attempt to jump in.
Yeah, now we're going to see some pressure started. Oh, wow, standing 3-3 to get out of that pressure. Interesting choice, but gets the hit, no conversion, and no punish on the throw. And this is a very strong beginning here. No breakaway. Trying to save it for maybe the next combo. Knows that there's potentially a crushing blow coming for the next one. Oh, what a challenge!
And that's going to be
no! Scar wasn't a fatal blow, so there was an opportunity to break away. That makes so much sense. And now defensive guard is on board. Yeah, you got to save it for that point, but there was no fatal blow bait there. That actually could have been fatal blow. It could have been the win. One more hit, and that's going to be it. Kevo is going to eliminate Scar before top 8 and make top 8 himself to get those points that he needs to potentially qualify for Final Combat. Is that what it's being called?
I believe so, and you guys can find out more about the current point system in all the events as they all
What
unfold.
can I do
Man,
for you?
what a last round there
Yeah.
from Kevo. I mean, I thought it was all she wrote. I thought that was it. I thought that was the end of it. And
It was.
you really got to admire someone for being able to keep their composure, keep their cool when the chips are down, and he played it perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, it all started with that one miss with punish from Scar into the jump that was anti-aired, and then that entire situation just turned around. And that's what we've seen so far from Kevo, is he is so good at just smothering you with Jackie, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
exactly how we saw him play earlier against Phoenix, and that was his whole plan, right? He's like, I'm going to get you in this corner, and then I'm never letting you out of this corner. I'm never letting you press a button, and if you're pressing a button, it's because I want you to press a button so that I can punish that button, right? And that is just Kevo's biggest strength, and that's why he's so good with that character, and why now he's in top 8 losers at one of the most difficult tournaments, I think, of the season.
Oh yeah, definitely a tough tournament, but if you can get up there towards the end, I love all the new faces that we're seeing here in this tournament. A lot of upsets have already happened, so I think this is your best chance to make it far if you're not in the lower bracket. All the really tough opponents are in that lower bracket, and you don't want to be there. Now, Kevo, of course, a bittersweet victory over Scar, his good friend, and he's going to be facing in the first round of losers, top 8. He's going to be facing the winner of our next match. Now, this is the last match for top 16, but don't go anywhere because we are going to be going right into it for the top 8, so get comfortable. We are going right into the action here. Dizzy TT versus Foxy Grandpa, or another team kill basically here. Both these players traveling all the way from their home country.
Right, and I'm interested to see what the character pick is going to be here from, well, I guess it's going to be Sonya. I knew that from the beginning. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, so I assume Shang, of course, for Foxy. It seems to be that he's pretty much going to go 100% Shang. It's interesting that he hasn't really even attempted a switch at some point, considering he was so strong with Lao for so long. But Dizzy, of course, has multiple characters that are usable. You know, the Lu, the Sonya. I mean, those are, I guess, the main ones that I've seen. Looks like it's going to be Sonya.
To choose my opponent.
No, Shang Tsung. I'm not playing your game.
You have only been chosen.
I love the reference to the first movie there. Shang does try to get away with the easy win, and he kidnaps Sonya. The onion rings here. Oh, and the amplified portion again. That's like the most common crushing blow we see in the first round against Sonya. It's almost like everyone has to kind of like adjust and be like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Or basically it's like everybody's playing the first round against Sonya with like 30% less life.
They're just like, okay, it's out of the picture. I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the game. So always look for the silver lining, people. Great forward throw here from Dizzy TT.
Wow, look at this super dominant round. And that's something that we've seen so far from Foxy's Shang. When he gets into matchups where he is losing the zoning battle, he's struggling a lot. When he can outzone people, it's working really well. But Sonya played, oh, wait a minute. He's playing Spellmaster! Oh!
You just lost your mind right now.
I know.
I didn't even look.
I spit over everything. Honestly, I swear. I did not expect that. Spellmaster, that's so rare. But the interesting thing is, yeah, that is a great trade. So that not only gives you a great knockdown, that is a really strong projectile. I believe it deals like 80%. So it wins pretty much every projectile trade in the entire game, and that is one of the best strengths of it. Now,
that's definitely why it has a lot more startup. As you can see here, Sonya just rapid firing her projectiles, looking like a machine gun, while Foxy Grandpa really needs to bump it up and load it out slowly.
I can't believe I didn't even look at the variation for Shang. I'm just so used to being like, nobody would ever play Spellmaster.
You know, oh man. Well, we saw signs of life there in that round number 2. I mean, the first one, it went downhill after the crushing blow. But again, you got to consider these guys know each other very well. Maybe it's, you know what it is? It's when you're playing and training with someone so much that, like, you always gotta have something secret that you never really, maybe possibly threw out in casuals. But maybe that was Foxy Grandpa's little curveball. Fortunately for him, though, Dizzy TT keeping his cool, not letting him affect it at all, and he seemed completely knowledgeable in that match.
Right.
I mean, we went an entire round without seeing anything specific to that variation.
All right, well, did we see the switch back? I mean, it was, oh yeah, we did see the switch back. Okay, I appreciate the attempt, but it was, it just didn't quite work out. So already starting off more aggressive too, which is interesting because now I feel like the zoning could be This is of course a very lightly based zoning matchup, as it tends to be with Sonya. I mean, she technically isn't like there are characters that start off zoning a little bit stronger than her. Yeah. But if she gets the life lead, pretty much nobody in the game can outzone her. Like you're gonna at the very least trade with her until you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it isn't. She does have a little bit less health, but it's just a little bit less health. Not really much, and not really good trades like that. Yeah, she's got the fastest projectile of all the tournament variations, to my knowledge. I mean, it's just so fast. You gotta play around. You have to play her game. The crushing blow, perfect here as it hits alone, and Foxy Grandpa bad spot. He's got to go for some crazy reads. Conversion into the up skulls. He does get a little bit of life back here from that throw. Unique to this character.
Yeah, nice. Oh, check with a lot of down pokes on both sides in the second hit of rings. It's what you see on a very quick match point.
It's a very common option whenever you get knocked out from his owner. A lot of players like to go for the forward speed, you know, for the invulnerability, and of course to try to close the gap between themselves and their opponent. But again, the frustration could be in your demise, as it is punishable if they're
Right.
jump there. He's sitting there, maybe trying to beat him out and do something. Oh, the corpse drop! I love it.
Yeah, the knockdown on it is so good too because it gives you that weird little bounce. So technically, the knockdown time is huge.
Counter here from Foxy Grandpa. Not sure if he's trying to interrupt between the regular onion ring and the amplified portion of it, but I think he's still in control here. He's got to keep his cool. He's looking to close this out. Trying to catch Dizzy off guard, but hold on. This is really hurt. The mix-ups are real. He lets him get in because that's his only choice. He's got to go in, break away, forcing it. Now we'll see what she can do. She can do a lot of damage. She just converts into that fatal blow, but not going to happen here. Foxy Grandpa looks like getting that round on his side. He wants to take this game so bad.
He needs to. He needs to if he wants to stay alive. And, Dizzy is one match away from this top 8. Or one round away is what I mean. And look at this, outzoning Shang. Who said Shang was a good zoner?
Foxy Grandpa's trying to play optimally here, trying to move as quickly as possible, and that's why he's running into those onion rings towards the end, and I think he needs to ditch that effort and just play a little bit more safer. I know you want to close the gap. I know it's frustrating to do it. What a whip punish! He baited him and he took it! Dizzy TT taking the bait there as he swings for those normals, and Foxy Grandpa was ready.
Yeah, and oh no, this is a scary spot though. I mean, the whole thing's a few good reads here by Sonya, but so far the block's been amazing by Foxy. He's 100% on him, but he's not waiting to stagger. He's not sitting and waiting for the end of the string, or he is waiting for the end of the string. Now both is fatal blow range, and that should be it. Dizzy TT is going to be the final player making top 2 here at DreamHack Montreal.
What a conversion there, recognizing the hit, canceling, of course, specific to this variation, and going right into that fatal blow. Dizzy TT with the comeback here.
Yeah, super.
I thought Foxy had him.
I mean,
had him
it
there.
was-
He baited him out from just throwing out that normal, and I was like, Foxy's in control.
Yeah,
Maximum
yeah.
Foxy coming in, and he just put an end to it.
The momentum was super shifted, and then, I mean, if anybody can take back momentum, it's like going to be like Sonya or Garrus, right? And Dizzy knew exactly the moments to do it, and did it perfectly, and there we go. Makes top 8, but that means that Foxy not making top 8, maybe the first time that he's...
I want to say this is the
I wanna
first
say
time
it's the
he's
first
not
time,
made
yeah,
top
yeah.
8. He made top 8 at Combo Breaker, made top 8 at CEO, Evo 2, I believe.
Yeah,
And, you know, Foxy being a European player was able to go to Biennality, able to go to Celtic Throwdown. I feel like Foxy's been at all the pro competition
Right.
events. And this is scary, man. Going down to Dizzy TT, you know, who is a very talented player, clearly, but I think a lot of people definitely say if you compare both reputations, both resumes, Foxy is the more seasoned, veteran player, and probably the favorite to win in that matchup. But Dizzy TT is so impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, this kid just gets better and better every time.
Right, all right, so that means that the top 8 is officially set. So I'm just going to read this off. So in winners, first match is going to be Deoxys against Gunshow. Gunshow, the real upsetter of the tournament, right?
Yes.
And
This is the underdog that everybody is rooting for.
And then Dragon against Ninja Killer, the 2 players that so far have not been able to take out Fox. It's been their biggest enemies, but now they are each other's enemies. So we'll see which of them is going to make the winners finals. And then below that, we have Dizzy TT going to take on Kevo Reborn, both who just had to eliminate their friends to make it into the top 8. And on the bottom, Hayate against Sonic Fox, which is, I believe, a rematch of several different tournaments before in the past.
Yes, definitely. I have crossed paths before, but I mean, look at this. This is incredible. So many players that just couldn't fight. A very good position here in well.
I feel like I didn't point out here that like almost everybody on here is sponsored except for Dizzy, and of course Guncho.
Yes.
Of course, Guncho's the upset, but Dizzy, you know, one of the highest placing in points. So now this is actually going to push Dizzy, just even making top 8 really far up, I believe, into qualifying position. But yeah, Dizzy surprisingly unsponsored when everybody else almost is sponsored. So Twins, I said it for you.
There you go, Wonder Chef. Doing the work for you guys. And of course, Guncho, big shout out to him. Again, Guncho is one of those players, we even saw this in the Injustice 2 season. The second year of Injustice 2, Guncho making it to Combo Breaker, qualifying for top 8 with that Firestorm, and then afterwards everyone wanted to see him at events, but it's so difficult. You know, everyone has their different circumstances, whether it's financial, financial hurdles or just life hurdles in front of you.
Right.
It's not the easiest thing to overcome, and Guncho and Dizzy TT are both great players that I want to see at more and more events because the talent is just all there. These kids, they can do it.
All right, so my last thing that I want to say really quickly before top 8 is that I did tweet that the damage scaling reset, either it's like a bug or it's like some sort of specific situation that is set up specifically with the character. So I'm not crazy.
Okay,
it actually
like,
does
I know
consider
it doesn't.
it is part of the combo. That was just like, I was like, wait, that did everything. So now we know. Cool. I'm not totally bad at this game.
I don't like you throwing Garrus out there like that.
Yeah,
I mean, he already got nerfed, so you gotta chill out, man.
Hey,
you
man.
gotta chill out.
Hey, he's got plenty of good stuff.
I think Garrett wants to go talk to you over there.
Oh, okay,
It's
yeah.
just
All
a
the
bit-
Garrus players are gonna like corner me and beat me up after the tournament. So if you guys don't see me after this, you know what happened to me.
You know whose basement to look
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
All right, guys. So that's going to be it for the top 16, but you don't have to go anywhere. We're going to be switching it quickly over to the top 8. And of course, it's going to be commentated and called out by Mr. Ultra David and Mr. Aquaman.
Mr. Aquaman.
So again, guys, don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Big shout out to Higher Power, who provided us with their brand new single, Seamless, that just dropped on Friday. One of our theme songs here at the DreamHack Montreal stop on the Mortal Kombat Pro competition.
drink in honor.
What are you looking for? Farewell.
Loktar, may your blades never dull. I'm out of range. My spells aren't ready yet.
Welcome back, everyone, and we'd like to give a huge thank you to Trivium for the track Apart From Your Hate off of their album The Sin and the Sentence. It's one of our themes here this weekend at DreamHack Montreal for the Mortal Kombat Pro Competition. Welcome, everybody, to Top 8 here at DreamHack Montreal. We are just past the halfway stop on the Pro Competition. My name is Mr. Aquaman.
And I am Ultra David. I have to tell you that I think this is one of the most interesting set of results that we have had so far in the MKPK. The qualification process into top 8 has been arduous. This event has been the densest in terms of top level play. The ratio of top level players who incredibly make top 8 or even win this thing to the overall number of entrants, astronomical.
Yeah, absolutely staggering. We were sitting there in the crowd for top 16 as you guys watching from home were, and we were having a mini heart attack every single set it seemed, especially the winner's side coming into this top 8. Nothing but 9 rounds, 3 matches in a row were actual final rounds, final health bars, final hits to get to this stage, and among this top 8 has got to be talking about the most unique top 8 ever. There are so many things that we've seen in every single top 8 we're not seeing here today. We're seeing new faces, we're seeing great representation, character variety. It's all going to happen right here at DreamHack Montreal as we are coming in. I know we are coming in, probably the most excited for a top 8 so far in the Pro Competition.
To be honest, that might be true. Yeah, players who, before we get to who's in the top 8, who did not make top 8, right? Why is this such an interesting result? So
everyone but 8 people, David.
Well, that's right, actually. But included among that everybody is a Foxy Grandpa who has previously made the top 8 each time. Not so this time. He's been top 8 winners. Now he's not even top 8. That's a big change. Scar has been in there. He's not in top 8 this time. Gur not in top 8, he's outside in 9th. Same for Rewind, who just won
a Pro
Celtic
Competition
Throwdown
event
last weekend. And he didn't quite make it. He had to get the rematch against Sonic Fox from that Grand Finals. That was to make it into top 8, so Fox did make it.
If that one result isn't like a statement for just how strong this tournament has been,
right.
I don't know what is.
Right.
To win a Pro Competition event, then to not even make top 8 just because of the strength and what you call the density, of the strong players that are here at DreamHack Montreal is just absolutely staggering.
People who got 13th were DJT, Phoenix, Honey, Coach Steve. Then even beyond it, you had folks like Tweety who didn't make it in there. You had folks like Biohazard didn't make it in there.
Outside of top 16, just crazy results. A lot of classics there on the loser side who try to make top 8 as well. That Rewind Coach Steve match, one of the heartbreakers, I would say, of that top 16. Again, down to the wire, final L-bar, final match. With so much at stake. There was one hit from Rewind again coming off the being out that early.
Yeah, I hear you. Anyway, let's talk about who's in top 8. Who made the top 8?
That is just the journey here that you guys, awesome right here at DreamHack Montreal. We're actually just going to get top 16 and top 8 back-to-back for the first time in the Pro Competition. By the way, I have to give some shout-outs there. But looking at this bracket on the winner's side, 2 back-to-back, I would say, surprises that Yachts finally overcame a demon and took it to Sonic Fox here on the winner's side, going up against one of the upsets of the tournament, Gun Show, making his premier winner's side top 8 at a Pro Competition event, and he has been kind of a ghost in the Pro Competition up until this point.
Well, he did it this time, yeah, and he had to get through Big D to do it. He had to get through Tweety to do it. He had to get through Jur, and then he just made it through Hayate as well. So yeah, that unfortunate for him that there were so many Canadians on that list, but nevertheless he made it in there, and he had an excellent showing in doing so. Dragon and Ninja Killer was right after that. Dragon just made it in through Scar, and Ninja Killer, 4 rounds straight, I think it was, versus Foxy Grandpa.
Over Foxy Grandpa, again, the guy that has been here in every single tournament. We know the strength of the but on paper, right? Looking on paper, I'm looking at the piece paper right now.
Okay.
Would be a surprise to the winner's side of top 8. The skill is there. He's putting on display.
Tons of skill.
Dragon, really not the surprise on the winner's side of top 8.
No, we've seen that before. That's not the new. Anyway, what we're going to start with, though, is the top side of winners, which is UIU Deoxys versus Gun Show. Deoxys on the right side of your screen right there.
This is going to be a battle of the bruisers. We have got Geras versus, I know only out of the arsenal of Gun Show, Jax, and he has been really here at DreamHack Montreal and post-patch. You know, that character's on the map now.
Right.
We saw the likes of Video Games Yo at Celtic Throwdown putting on a good display, and Gun Show here getting a victory over Hayate, one of the top end points here, winner's side top 8. He is, just with this statement performance, going to be jumped up in pro competition points. We'll see if he can try to sneak in here towards the end of the season. And on the flip side, Deoxys was relatively consistent up until this point. But this result here, I think, is going to be a great jump for his young career. I mean, that victory over Sonic Fox, just the statement win that he needed to really turn this pro competition around.
Well, you know, for Deoxys, he got 4th at EVO, he got 9th at CEO. On the online competition, he got 5th. Somebody he won DreamHack Dallas, he won Texas Showdown. He's already had a good year.
Success, yeah.
He's already had a good year. But this is first time he's been winner's side of top 8 here.
And here we go into the match. Gun Show, Jax, Deoxys, Geras. Game number 1, top 8 begins with a swing of the hammer out of Deoxys. Look for the short hop, trying to show Gun Show the tricks up his sleeve early on. The full screen we have seen Gun Show utilize fantastic movement of Jax, the wave dashes, the great zoning. David, it is all on display.
It's been so cool to watch the movement out of this Jax. Yeah, 100%. Trying to battle, that's something you'll see often out of Deoxys. He tries to steal those turns with the fast down 1, mission accomplished.
And you know what the thing that he does best that sets that up is that he really makes you afraid to press a button right there. Woo! He's got that flawless block locked in, loaded, gets Gun Show off the defensive bar early, trying to get on the offensive, but swinging out of this corner is Gun Show. Says,
Oh yeah, okay, he did complete it. Properly fuzzying things there, nice. Gets the grab. Those hands aren't hot enough, I need hotter hands.
Hotter hands only makes this character more dangerous.
Woo!
Beautiful swing there, and Gun Show gonna take round number 1 here. And we are here at full screen where Deoxys' only threat is gonna be that sand trap. Gun Show does have a couple of, I would say a lot of